You know what? She knows how to find my code. Can you find my code, my Instagram code? It is. She has my phone. Andre, while you're keeping it nice and warm, let me see if she can transfer it. Just
Yeah, sure.
Wes will be second. Why did you put it in there? 8917.
References, that was
And I'll
great.
be there for the jazz.
Good idea. So, you know what?
I saw it.
We're gonna, that's right, music, I forgot. I got the bowl. I need raffle tickets. I got the bowl already. It's in the car.
I'll take care of it after the show.
No, sorry, not
You gotta
reusable
go.
exchange.
I know.
Deep breaths,
Goose frog.
Not back to the store.
Collect
but
all
with
6.
bread.
Oh my God, people say if you're funny, you probably are, you are.
Scorpio, what is your mission?
When it dies, I guess we'll charge it up.
You know?
Is it live?
Sean.
It does, it does.
Right now?
Well, if she was gonna put it in this
Christmas.
if you give her that phone, she can find the code. I've seen you do it. No, you didn't do it?
Well,
You did it already.
Does it go into your new phone?
Yeah.
So
I've never heard
go
someone say
into that?
Uggs, you know, the shoes.
But how do we do that?
That's like a real issue.
As long as you go to Instagram and you know.
Oh, you know how to do it? But she can find my code in there.
Wait,
Yeah. As long as you know the email address and the password, you can
Like
go in.
today, all men's.
Hey,
Okay,
oh, it's
except
the,
for
live.
5.
Oh! Hi guys, how's everybody doing tonight, huh?
I guess I'm just gonna go on to this one.
Alright, okay. It made me whole again. You came along to rock my world, took my money, now I'm girl. I'm just kidding. Girl, it's amazing that they call drugs things after women, right? They always blame women for that. I never got on that shit till I met her. Did you ever think that we can't do it without shit because of you? Ooh, I'm kidding. I do have to say this though. I do love the fact that when you come to LA, every joke it seems like they say, so I'm single at the end. So I want to warn you, when you go to New York City, everyone's going to say the same thing. I'm single. And for those of you who don't know who I am, I'm Sandra Kronquist. I am the director of this madhouse. Don't even tell me how I lasted. But we're having a benefit tomorrow. And, you know, it was supposed to be $200 a head, but it's not. unless you're giving head. I don't know. But it's $200 and we can't do that. But right now, what's important to me is that we fill up this room at Delphi Greek so that we have our own place to go to, where you can have a meal, have alcohol, invite your friends, and have the time of your life right here on the same block. You know,
Yeah.
it's a good thing. We're in a good place, and I can stay positive if I want to. I can be in denial if I want to. Oh my God, it sounds like my IUD. Well, it depends on how old it is. I'm kidding. You're like, IUD, it's like IOU. I feel, can I just tell you something? When somebody says that they saw you in the paper, you think it's a nice thing, till they say, it was the patch. It says, it's a nice little story about the LA School of Comedy, but, you know, it's like, yeah, it's like, you know, every time the LA School of Comedy is on TV, there's something going on. Either there's somebody beating me up, or there's homeless people running. But we always have the best group, and I just love all of you. I just want to say that you're just wonderful. And I want to tell you something. We start out with all kinds of people, and I want to tell you something. There's someone that came in my life that's so fantastic. I say, why don't we bust his balls right now? Let's give it for Angelo. Let's go, Angelo. Angelo, yeah, come on, baby. Yeah. Hey, baby. Nice on the ice, huh?
Thank you, Miss Sunda. I appreciate you. This is my first time, guys. Please be gentle. I wanted to take a little bit of time. My real name is Aguinaldo Coelho Lobo. And anyone else from Cape Verde Islands? No? Okay, I'm the only one. So I was born on the Cape Verde Islands, little islands on the southwest coast of Africa. There's 10 islands that used to be owned by Portugal. So I speak Portuguese. Well, it's a mixture of Portuguese. It's called crioulo, papi crioulo.
Oh.
So se eu falar crebuchel, that means I love you.
Oh.
If I say in sabat tomo caco, that means I'm going to take some shots. So that's one thing we're good for. Cape Verdeans like party animal, you know. I was a party animal. I was single, had my time. I ended up marrying an Indian gal, very pretty girl. You know, we got along because I looked Indian. She took me to her family and they said, oh, you look Indian? Oh, you pass, you pass. Going to good, do good. Beautiful people, loved them, you know. I just couldn't stop getting high. That was my problem with my marriage. Anybody else divorced? You get it, right? It's like, I was getting high. So, but I tried. I did my best. I bought a house. We moved in. I realized I married her, but the rest of the family moved in too. In my house. And it was okay for the first 6 months. But then they kept coming. I said, I love you. What's going on? My vision is to put a pool back here, barbecue. I made a barbecue pit. It was nice. And my father-in-law moved in. So, you got the very nice TV, huh? 70-inch. I said, yeah, it's great. And I ended up in the garage on a laptop watching football. You're in my house. And once in a while, they'd open the door. Angelo, you okay over there? I'm fine. You're in my house. We're going to make some food, huh? Some curry and everything for you. Man, I like steak. In the islands, I had my steak, my rice, my beans. Boy, I miss that. You know, we have like this equivalent to you guys. It's rice and chicken in a soup. It's like chicken noodle soup, but it's better. That's for me. And we had this moonshine. So you guys call it distillery business. I call it the moonshine business. My dad's in the moonshine business. And when you have a shot of this moonshine, I swear, okay, you know like those Indy 500 cars? 95 octane, zoom. That's what this Grove does. So New Year's Eve, they'll party, and 4 days later, I'm like, damn, I want to go to bed, man. I got to get some sleep. And this old guy, he's like in his 80s. He's laying there, and my dad said, give him some moonshine and some cash. I swear to God, as soon as he has it, he's... Man, that was my life, man. But it was a fun life. You know, the only thing that happened with my marriage, I couldn't stop using. And my wife, she had come to me one day, she said, we got to talk.
Oh, boy.
I heard it. She was like, oh, shit's about to fly. It's a bachelor party. Somebody told her something. I'm not playing around, but I had a mistress. I got to be honest. It was cocaine. Cocaine moved right in with us. I had it in my toolbox, so every time she opened the door, you okay in there? I'll be like, yeah, just fixing something. Man, I spent 2 hours on a TV. I didn't know what was going on. I was just getting high. And she said, we got to talk, Angelo. I'm like, okay, what did I do? I forgot. You know what day it is? No, I don't know what day it is. You should know what day it is, Angelo. Damn, I forgot an anniversary. It's the trash day, Angelo. You didn't take the trash out. I said, oh my gosh, it bugged me about this. I can't go out there. There's helicopters. They're watching me. I'm on coke. I'm not going out there right now. She said, yes, you're getting high. You're not paying the bills. You're not paying the mortgage. And you're not taking the trash out. That's the biggest thing for you. I said, all right, one of these days, I'll do it. My father-in-law would open the door. You okay? Yeah, I'm okay. We call him Poopy Papa. You know why we call him Poopy Papa? He overdosed on laxatives.
Oh my God.
And it was all over the couch. Oh. But he was like, hey, you OD too? We had a good time. Man. You know, but I always go back to that. It felt like my house got hijacked. You know, if you go through a divorce, you lose everything. And she said one day, I'm going to call the cops on you if you don't stop using. That scared me. I said, yeah, man, I can just imagine being in front of the judge. Your Honor, I did everything I could to stop using. Mr. Lobo, you didn't stop everything. Your wife is very upset. He didn't pay me the bills. And he didn't take the trash out. Case dismissed. It's over. You know, I do my best. Again, you guys can find me on Aguinaldo Lobo on Instagram. I got another couple projects going there, doing my best, but I'm really happy to be here with all of you and hear all of you. So thanks. Thanks for letting me share. Actually, this is my therapy session because he was charging me $250.
Right.
Right.
I paid 10.
Wow.
And I'm here with all of you to laugh. So thanks for letting me share.
Hi, that wasn't bad. We're going to do a little movement here and get some chairs so we have some room. I don't know, all of a sudden the pizza just made me get bigger. And it just happens. Thank you, Anya, for doing that, because you know it'll drop it on me. I'm on these foot pads. I'm addicted to them. Have you seen when the toxic one takes the toxins out? No, but you're like, I know I was here. I signed in first. I know that, right? All right, do what you will. Do what you willy. We're in the house here. Give it up for Chili.
Oh! Alright, what's going on? LA School of Comedy! What's going on, home skillets? It's your main dog, Chili Dog. This place is a madhouse. I have no idea what's going on right now. There was like a 5-year-old that came out and sang. Don't know where that kid came from. Don't know who he belongs to, who she belongs to. I have no idea what's going on. How's it going, man? All right, sweet. Is everybody on the show or are people watching? I have no idea.
We're doing both.
Everything. Great. We're having fun. My name is Chili. It's like the type of name that, like, whenever I introduce myself to old people, they're always like, Chili. What's that short for? Chilanthamum? Yeah, chilanthamum. Does that make more sense to you? Learn my name, Granddad. He never did. He never did. Rest in peace, Granddad. Speaking of Granddad, that sounds like a fake made-up name for sure. How many D's are in that? Chili, my name is Chili. My parents named me after a black baseball player named Chili Davis. It's a true story. I think my mom was hoping that I would become a black baseball player.
Make that money.
Clearly I have not. I don't even know how that's like scientifically possible unless my mom had an affair. And you could tell by looking at me that didn't happen at all. But they say, don't give up on your dreams. They say that, right? They say don't give up. So every day I'm practicing, working out, training, in hopes of one day becoming black. I hope that one day, if anybody has any pointers for me, because I think I'm pretty far off. I'm as white as they come. I did actually move down to LA only a couple months ago from Toronto. Thank you so much. Very happy to be here. I came down here to get into the acting game. Anybody here in the acting game? Anybody here doing some acting? We're LA comedians. We're all trying to make money somehow. I want to get into acting. I did have an agent for a little while up in Toronto, but true story, she fired me the week I was going to fire her. How most of my breakups go, right? They get me first. But I did have one sort of credit up in Canada. Do you want to hear what my sort of credit was? Do you want to hear what this was? So I was actually cast in a fake international Coca-Cola commercial.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Maybe you've seen it. It didn't air, but maybe you've heard about it not coming out. There's a real story. I got like an email at one point. This is only a few months ago. I got this email saying, hey, we're looking to cast for our international Coca-Cola commercial, and you're just our type. I was like, sweet, that's awesome. And it was like signed by Fiona Weir Casting, which is like a real casting director in the UK. There was like an IMDb and a Twitter page. So I was like, this is real, this is awesome. So I said, I'm into it. And they said, yeah, just send us a tape, a self-tape of you doing a monologue. And the monologue was, my name is Chili Davidson and I love Coca-Cola. That was the monologue. So I did two versions. The second version, I bought a bottle of Coke and drank it because I'm like method. I really wanted to feel the Coke. And I sent them the tape, and within seconds they wrote back and said it was higher. Definitely didn't even, I don't think they downloaded the video. But I got so excited, like, we're going to pay you $7,000 to be at this airport on this date. They didn't even give me a city, they just gave me an airport. And I'm assuming it was somewhere in Quebec. Maybe someone's heard of this airport. It's called Le Airport. Do you know this one? Le Airport. Very excited. I called my brother and I was like, I think I've made it. Which, look, I knew I hadn't made it, but I was like, this is so good for me. I can have some money before I go to LA. Very exciting. But things started to like trickle down after that. They were like, yeah, can you pay your own way? And I was like, yeah, sure, of course. And then they finally sent me the like shooting schedule. It was over 10 days in 3 different provinces. Provinces are like states. That's not how commercials get shot. You pick one location and you fake it, right? So I was like, this seems bad. And if you're listening to the story, and you're not an actor, you're probably thinking, wow, there's a lot of red flags here. But if you're listening to the story and you are an actor, you're probably also thinking, there's a lot of red flags here. In both cases, you're correct. I had to find out if it was real, so I called the Actors Union. Not part of the Actors Union. I never have been. They don't want me there. But I called the Actors Union. This very nice woman picked up. She was very kind. She was like, oh, man, this sounds super fake, but it sounds like it would have been a really good opportunity for you. She could hear the desperation on my voice. Did she know my girlfriend dumped me this week before I could dump her? Did she know that? And then we found out, while I was on the phone with her, the real Fiona Weir tweeted out, she was like, please do not interact with this email, it is a fake. So I found out it was fake. It didn't get the job, unfortunately, but there's a silver lining in everything, because I've been looking for an agent down here, and I've been sending them a tape of me doing a monologue, and I found out that the monologue, my name is Chili Davidson and I love Coca-Cola, does not count as a real monologue, doesn't count. Neither does I love Coke, but I got some recommendations for rehabilitation centers. Very fun. I heard another comedian recently talking about a friends with benefits situation that they were in, and for a moment I got jealous, and then I realized that every relationship I've ever been in could be considered a friends with benefits situation. And you might be thinking, Chili, you must be so good at casual dating. No. I just exclusively date women who are hesitant to commit. You know what I'm talking about? Anybody else date these women? They want to be out there. I don't know. I just think, like, of course you can see other people, but, like, if you, on a second date, announce that you're sleeping with other guys, it's just a flex at this point, right? You're just bragging in front of everybody here at the Hard Rock Cafe. How's it going? Welcome to the LA School of Comedy. I feel like this room was, like, empty when I got here. There's so many people in this room right now. You're like, let's put more chairs. Yeah, absolutely. Let's have fun. Oh my goodness. Yeah. No. If there's a fire, we're all dead. That's fine. I don't know. Like I feel like when I'm going out with these women, it's like if you were to like adopt a bunch of kids at an orphanage, but you didn't sign the papers. You're like, hey, Jimmy, you can't feel bad if I send you back because I didn't really commit to you. You know what I'm talking about? This is a true story. A few months ago, when I was living in Toronto, I was going out with this woman, and we were both living with our parents, and we were both like very COVID cautious. So for like 4 months straight, we just went on like walks. This is a real thing. We like went on walks together. We were like courting each other. It was something out of the Elizabethan era, I think. I don't know if there's any Elizabethan era heads in the house that can confirm whether or not courting happened then. But at one point, while we were dating, she just decided, she goes, hey, you know what? Let's go down to Niagara Falls for a couple days and get tested and go there. And I was like, great. This is good, right? This is very good because, you know what I'm talking about. We had a little bit of, you know what I'm talking about, my man. And we did a little bit of the good stuff. It was good. Not to get too PG, but and then at one point during the trip, just unprovoked, she turns to me and goes, hey, you know this doesn't mean anything, we're only here because we live with our parents. And I was like, okay, let me take the knife out of my heart so that I can right? Oh my god, we weren't even like, we were listening to like Taylor Swift. She's like, hey, you know how she's talking about like never getting back together with her ex? We can't break up because we're not really dating. I was like, oh, thank you. And of course, like, I couldn't be honest, right? If I'm honest, there's still 24 hours left in this trip. If I'm honest, the sex stops, right? We can't keep sleeping. So I kid you, this was my response. She goes, you know that, right? And I was like, yeah, sure, yeah, you know what, yeah, sure, I actually was, for 5 minutes I did that, and we just turned the music up and changed the conversation. I think she got the idea, we just decided to move on. If you don't like that joke, just know that I haven't committed to it yet, and I'm still seeing other jokes. I am. I'll end on this. I was trying to stay busy a lot during the pandemic. I was working online. I was hanging out with kids online. I mean, I was teaching. I swear it was legal. I promise. But I work with kids online, different age groups. But at one point during the pandemic, I was working with a group of high school students. And I realized very quickly that high school students can be very brutally honest and mean a lot of the time. At one point, just unprovoked, some grade 11 girl decides to say to me, she goes, you know, Chili, you could never be a comedian. That hurt a lot. This is my dream after all, to be here at the LA School of Comedy.
Believe it.
There you go, applause for the LA School of Comedy, shout out. I was like, I told her that I was a comedian, and she says to me, she goes, okay, funny man, tell me a joke. This is what she said to me, for real. So I did. It bombed so hard to the point where I was like self-conscious afterwards. So I was like, she's not my demographic, right? Thank you so much. I've been Tilly Davidson.
And it's Chili Willy. Thank you so much. Thank you. You know something? I tried to get my citizenship in Canada.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I went there. I think it was 33 times in 1 year. Yeah, they did. They took me in. And it happened to be an American customs guy who said, "You don't have the pigmentation to have that last name." I know, and I had to go in. And let me tell you, you don't know how badly pot can smell when you're sweating. Not knowing that you're going to the world of the best cocaine and marijuana in the world, and that's Toronto. So give it up for Chio.
Yeah,
It's really good. And the laughs keep on laughing, the chuckles keep chuckling, we keep it going. Make sure you take your Addy, because you gotta hang out with Patty. Let's do it, guys.
I was taken by surprise. I'm sorry. Wow. You said Patty, right? Damn it. Look at the fucking bunch of you. Fucking good-looking, beautiful. Really good-looking group. There's a couple shitbags here, but for the most part. Really good-looking fucking group of people. Yeah. I really have a deep affection for this mic. This mic is my home mic. And give yourself a round of applause. You're not at home sitting on the couch. You got out here. You're here. You're applying your craft. God bless you. And I love this mic. It's my home mic because for me it's like going home. Riddled with anxiety. As you probably have guessed, I am a married man. Yes, I'm a married man. I'm also what you would call an evolved heterosexual. I know that no means no. I've been married 31 years. I know that even yes means probably fucking not. It's true. It's true, but well, thank you. Thank you for that applause. A whole bunch of you. Yeah, baby. Come on. Lay it on. I'll be dead before most of you. I need the fucking affirmation. Come on. But here's the thing. I hear people put millennials down a lot, and I don't like that. Gen Zers, I don't like that. You guys, because when I look at you, all of you, I see me. I was just like you. You know, just like you. I was once both lonely and horny. You know, I was once living proof you could cry uncontrollably with a fully erect penis. So let me move this out of the way so you can see me, because this is the part of my act where you, all of you, just look at me.
Yes.
Drink me in. Savor the flavor. Feel a little bit better about yourself now? Yeah. I was just fucking like you, man. Look at me. And I found love. I've been married 31 years. If I can look at this, if I can do this, you can do this. You know, I remember the first time I met my wife, and I was smitten with her. She did this. She did this. You know what that? Do you know what that is? That's the original swipe right.
Yeah. There you go.
And I remember the first thing she ever said to me. She said, Patty, I was smitten with her. She looked right in my eyes. Do you know where to get any cocaine? And I knew it was really love because I really love cocaine. and so did she. And now we've been married 31 years. So how about that, you motherfuckers? All of you, you can swipe right and fall in love 7-8 times a year. You know, try staying in love. It ain't easy. It's fucking hard. It's not an easy thing to do. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't mean you in particular. Can I ask you, have you been late lately?
Lately, no.
Okay. I don't even want to solicit a time period, but how long has it been?
It's been about 3.5 years.
Anybody here find him attractive? Let's get this fucking guy laid, shall we? No, I'm not the least bit homosexual, but you're hot. I mean, like, if I ever went back to jail, I would like to bring you with. I mean that in the most positive fucking way possible.
Thank you, I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
Glad to hear it. Can you feel the love in the room? Ladies and gentlemen, love of all kinds, unbounded. Things after 31 years of marriage, can't stay hot forever. My wife has cut down on sex. We just have the 3 sexual positions. 2 of them don't involve me at all. No, not at all, not whatsoever. The last couple of years, her favorite sexual position has been doggy style. That's where I get on all 4 and beg. And she rolls over and plays dead. Yeah, it's not much. I don't get laid that much, She's not interested. Spencer, she's not interested in having sex with me anymore, and she doesn't like it if I get sex in other ways. Don't judge me. Like she doesn't like when I have to sneak porn. Okay, I have to sneak porn. That's it. And you do the best with my time. I've actually over the last couple of years taught myself to lip read by watching porn with the sound turned on, or at an amazingly loud one. Yeah, and that's hard to do when you're crying uncontrollably. There's a lot of hand-eye coordination that's involved with that. It's not fucking easy, you know what I mean? Jesus, that went over well. Yeah, from the whole bunch of you, look like a canvas painting of trout. What? What? It's not even. My wife knows my buttons, though. She knows my buttons. She installed them. Well, the first set were installed by my mother. She installed the second set. But she knows how to work me. Like, her birthday is August 25th. So every year, around the beginning of August, she starts dropping hints. Like she came to me this year and she said, hey, Patty, there's a machine you can buy that revs up a woman's sex drive. A Mercedes E-Class convertible. I'm not at that level financially yet. I got her an electronic bike and some Spanx. Not really fucking happy about that, though. Not at all. Gee, it's been nice being here with you guys. It's kind of fucking intimate, a little too fucking intimate. Give yourself a round of applause. Let's have a little mock fucking enthusiasm, for Christ's sake. All right? Come on! And listen, just by a round of applause, how many of you hate it when I make you applaud? By a round of applause! All right! Okay, message taken, duly noted, motherfuckers. I'm like a devout Catholic. Like very devout Catholic. I was raised what's called terminally Catholic. So I'm not allowed to be superstitious. However, I do light candles in front of statues and pray. And have a healthy respect for bad juju. And sometimes I think of Satan to maintain my erection. Don't judge me! The thing is, Satan is fucking hot. You know what I mean? Satan is sexy! Satan is a seducer. Satan would have to be, right? Satan is like a bipolar nymphomaniac who's also a passive-aggressive power bottom who will fuck you anytime, at any place, with reckless abandon. Just, no, jump! Satan's hot. Give me a minute. God is the lights off in the missionary position. God is judgmental. A little too judgmental for, a guy who impregnated a 15-year-old named Mary. It's in the book. Check it out. Shit up. Read the book. Read the book. I mean, now he's lucky he did that way back when because, now you get canceled for that shit. You're probably going to lose a whole bunch of followers. Maybe even wind up on the sex offenders list. No, you don't like God on the sex offender list? Oh, don't judge me! I do have a quandary that perhaps you millennials and Gen Zers, because I see some of my generation here, and I acknowledge you. What is your fascination, your generation's fascination with bald pussy? You know what I mean? Bald pussy. It's a gateway drug to unrealistic sexual expectations. You know, it's borderline pedophilia. God puts grass on the field because it's fucking game time. Fucking game time. I lost my virginity about 2 weeks after the Brady Bunch was canceled. It was commonly known as the Bush era, not the Bush administration. It's different. This was the era of big, bountiful, plentiful, beautiful Bush. Bush, and we loved it. Did we love the Bush, sir?
Oh, yeah, still
we loved
Bush.
it. That Bush is going to make a comeback. You know, even if you just don't shave, it's going to make a comeback. Or wax, pardon me, that's the wrong terminology. I just don't mess around down there. Mine looks like a brunette chia pet. I'm not fucking grooming. But here's the deal. That Bush was fucking lovely. Didn't stop us, guys, you know, and guys, we love the Bush. You know why? There was pussy behind it. There's pussy behind it. Men love anything if it's got pussy behind it. Men love anything if it might have some pussy behind it. You know, that's why we do most of the shit we don't want to do, you know, like hiking. I have a house. What the fuck do I want to go out in the woods where it's cold and dirty? But, you know, if there's might be some pussy behind it, bring down my hiking shoes and a hiking I will go. Museums. We don't fucking like museums. Holding your purse at the mall. We don't fucking like it. Also, my wife a couple weeks ago took me to this place, the L.A. Arboretum. Do you know this place? It is a museum for trees. Filled with middle-aged gay white men and elderly Asian tourists, all with cameras. Just a fun fucking group of people. Very fun group, and it worked out well, you know, because there was some pussy behind it. You guys have been wonderful. You've been wonderful. And I want to take this opportunity to bring your hostess with the mostest back to the stage and give her a round of applause. She's fucking hot. Lucas is so hot. She is so hot, I think she is what Satan thinks about to maintain his erection. Come on up here. So you can find me, Paddy, PADDYFORCONEDY on the gram. Come on, baby. Come on. Give it up for Snuka Quest.
Yes, now here's your break. You want to go to the bathroom, you want to do anything, here's your break, and here's some extra chairs for you guys. Ignore the broom. That's my mother-in-law's car. Thank you. There you go. I got you. So, guys, we're going to settle out. There we go. Help me out. I can hold it. You go back? A drink. I got the water right here. Give me a minute. We're live, you know. This is what happens in real life. In a real world. No, I think that's sure. We're all in order. Okay, this is what we do. Because someone has to be on the mic. I think we should be sponsored. Yeah, somebody's head. Here we go. I have another one. All right. There you go. Thank you so much. And welcome. I wanted to say welcome to you guys for coming out. Thank you so much. I'm Sunda. I'm the host here, and if this is your first time here, this is how it goes. Anything you want to do, any noise, if you want to even poop when, you can do it when I'm on stage. This stage is for everybody else here. It's their time. So that's why we ask you not to go out, because it goes ring, and then the producer gets upset. Who's doing? Let's give it up for the producer. Come on. Wes is doing it up. It's not often that you can find such an array of talent in one room. And we're talking about, did you see a camel toe or something when you're laughing? No? Okay. I catch everything. I got teenagers.
I took a selfie. I do that wherever we go. She's like a candid selfie of us.
That's so cute. You don't want me in it? We can look like BLT.
I think you have to be behind us.
Then I'll be Greek.
Oh, okay.
All right. Did I just say I'll be Greek? All right. If you guys are ready for this, I know I'm ready for this. And thank you, Chili. That was great. How about this guy going up first for the first time, huh? You know, he's gonna hate me later. You know that, right? He's gonna hate me. The next time he'll be like, I don't trust her. I don't like her. Because that's what people believe. Thank you for calming it down, so I'm bring our next guest. Very special to me. We're gonna see her soon in her Netflix special. Let's give it up for the one and only Anna. Let her hear you. Give it up. We got out the way.
Wow, that's so annoying. That intro was too much. But you know what? I'm gonna receive that. Like,
Yeah.
That's the dream of many of us, right? At first I was annoyed. I was like, why would she say that? And then I thought, Vic, you just live up to that. Just do that, right? I'm not even gonna be mad at that. Thank you for that amazing compliment. You guys, I look good today. I'm tired of waking up and putting myself down. What? If I don't compliment myself, who's gonna do so?
Okay.
So just join me. Let's do better. Let's just treat ourselves well. I think I'm a guru tonight. Enough of the mediocrity. What are we going to talk about today? I want to talk about my accent. So I realized that I carry this heavy... Why are you laughing now? I mean, let me tell you a secret. Whenever I'm in front of Americans, I change my accent. It's hard to maintain. Because Americans have a good ear for accent. No matter how much I try, they say, oh, I hear a little bit of an accent there. Where are you from? I've done all of this work, Becky. What the fuck? I'm tired. I'm tired. He's like, no, it's too much. I've been for 30 years. They can still get the accent. Damn. I do better than most, though. I love the question, where are you from? You're African? You don't sound African. What does an African sound like? Why does my phone keep dying? We gotta stop. What's happening? What can we do to make it not do that? All right. People say, well, you're African, how'd you get here? I don't know. That long ride during the slave trade? That question, how I got here? It's so silly. But I want to talk about something that's really real. Nigerians are very uncomfortable with suicide. Let me tell you. A lot of non-Nigerians are too. But Nigerians want to make you believe that there's nothing wrong. You're not suicidal, you're just uncomfortable. Just pray. And then they practice toxic positivity. There's light at the end of the tunnel. Is that before or after the suicide?
Oh.
Just let me die in peace. I don't want to die, but I want to be comfortable if I want to. I don't want anybody's judgment. And speaking of judgment, if any of you die, don't invite me to your, well, you'll be gone, but I'm not coming to your funeral. I've decided that I'm not a funeral type of person. There's too much going on. And I have a friend who called me recently. She wanted me to prepare for mine. She wanted me to buy a burial plot. That's what she was selling. First of all, she called me 10 years after not talking to me for 10 years, she called me to sell me on some land so I could have a place to be buried. I don't care about this procedure, right? She said, well, you know that 62%, first of all, I don't know where she got the statistic from. 62% of black people don't make proper arrangements for their death, and they put the problem on their family and friends. Well, that sounds like a you problem. If I don't care about you when I'm here, I don't care what you do with my body. Leave there in Koreatown. I don't care. It's annoying. I have a relative that's always saying, well, when I die, you need to take me back to Nigeria. Well, bitch, you better go back and die there, because I don't know what to tell you. It costs like $5,000. What are you doing? If I'm not giving you $5,000 in real life, why are you gonna? What? Your math is not mathing. You better go back and die there. That's ridiculous. What do I want to talk about today? Oh, someone asked me today if I had kids. I don't have any kids, and there's nothing wrong with that. But she wanted me to feel some type of way. She said, oh, that's weird. Your child is not even talking to you. Oh, am I supposed to feel bad about myself? Well, I told an uncle of mine that I was interested in doing comedy professionally. And when you tell a Nigerian uncle that you're trying to do something, they make it mean something else. He said, so you don't want to be successful in your life?
Oh.
I said I wanted to do comedy. When I was 25, I said I wanted to buy a house. My aunt said, so you don't want to find a husband?
I know.
There's a relationship between being successful or looking to do something other than their dreams and you not wanting what's good for yourself. It's so bizarre. You could find the cure for cancer and low self-esteem. If you don't have a husband, the Nigerian auntie is going to tell you you're nobody. And there's a way they'll tell you that you're nobody. You'll feel like a nobody. It's not just a, you ain't nobody.
I'm sorry.
It's a, you're nobody. Where's your husband? So what? You found cancer. Are you the best? Without a man, you are nobody. Damn. But look at the options out here. Just look outside. A lot of them are poor. I'm not doing it, you guys. I'm not doing it. I don't. For those of you who have the range to engage poor people, good for you. I'm done. The poor. I'm done. I've been married before, like you. And you said you lose. There's a chance that you lose stuff and you lose everything when you get married. Well, I was the one that lost. What are the chances of being a woman and losing everything? But I gained everything back and more.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna do a redo. So you are poor or have low self-esteem, I beg you go. We don't do poverty, it's okay. I want nice things. I feel like I deserve it already. I deserve it. I wrote this book.
Yes.
And I had a dream that Snoop shouted me out. I don't know how we're gonna make this happen, but Snoop Dogg, let's do it.
Do it. He follows me.
He follows you.
Yeah. Oh wow. On Instagram. Is that big? That's big, right?
Yeah.
That's huge.
That's amazing.
That's why I dreamt that.
Maybe so.
Wow, you guys, I'm gonna be famous one day, y'all. Keep playing.
Famous.
People
talk about you all the time.
You know how you can feel success is real close to you? Like, I can feel it. And I don't know if it's gonna look like stand-up comedy, but everyone's gonna know my name.
That's right. And
I'm
say it
serious.
right.
And that guy that took all my stuff, he's gonna hear my name for the rest of his miserable life. Let me tell you why this is important. This is not a joke, this is real life. One of the last things he said to everyone in my family in written form was, maybe now that I'm leaving, Enno will have the impetus to succeed. Damn, that's pretty bold of you. Well, I did. Here's what you do if you're Nigerian. You monetize all your pain. I'm gonna write a book called Impetus to Succeed. I got bullied when I was on the job because I had low self-esteem after divorce. Bitch, I wrote a book about bullying. I had no clothes to wear, started a clothing line. That's what you do. So let this serve as motivation for you. If someone tells you that you're not gonna make it, just say, watch. Just watch. All right, enough of that philosophical stuff. Speaking of philosophy, this place has been an amazing place for my growth in the past few years. A couple years. During the pandemic is when I met you.
Yeah.
She supported my clothing business, and I want to tell you,
My daughter.
you're such a light for so many people. Maybe you don't know this too. And for any reason, this physical place doesn't work out, people's lives did because of you. Be clear. Your success is not the physical building, the rent, and all the other stuff. It's the lives that you've changed and those that have been positively affected because of what you've done. So thank you for who you are. Irrespective of what happens tomorrow, you've made a difference in many people's lives, and it'll never be forgotten. And we really appreciate what you do. Thank you for what you do.
I love you. Thank you.
That's enough for today. Thank you. That's nice.
I got an idea. Did you dreaming about Snoop and he follows me? Why don't we auction some books
I'm
for
down.
the show?
I got a lot of books.
You want to do it, baby? I'll do it for you.
Okay. Thank you guys.
Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. And hey, you thought Cape Verde had something. You didn't see Africa coming up here, right?
I know.
You were never. What are the odds that you could come and find an African? And where are you guys going to? The room? Okay, remember to keep the doors open so it doesn't go bling bling. You all know I like bling, but you notice it's getting less and less, and I don't like that. So we have to fix that too. Where are we settled? Are we set?
Set.
All set? You bet. We argued the Cougar team. There is no one better, sir. I was a teenager. I was a cheerleader. And I always cheered when everybody made a basket. When anybody made a basket, I was happy. And it's really great to have such love in the room, and that was really appreciated from you. Thank you so much. It is not an easy job. Let me tell you something. There are people that come here from Oceanside just to meet me, and that's why I'm so blessed that you still came out. And see, I told you it's a little different, right?
Very good.
We make you feel at home. Anywhere you are in the world, just say you're in the mood for anything. We just pop it up. We just pop it up like the comedy of the one and only Miho is here, okay?
Yeah.
So this is going live. She knows her phone's good. She got her phone good.
Your phone died.
Why should today be
It's
different
turned
than
over
any
there.
other day? Where is it?
It's not
Did you see
Paso.
it?
It's over there. I checked on the.
Oh, thank you. Hey guys.
I was dying yesterday. It's on my period first day. Fuck that. And then, in the morning I got a phone call. I got a pap smear last week. Right? And they're like, oh, Miho, do you have time later? We have to talk about the pap smear result. Right? And then, are you available at 3:30? Sure. I'm like, do I have cancer? My pap smear. Like, shit, like, least. I have HPV, that's a least. Shit, right? I was like, God. I'm like, I don't want to do anything. No, I'm strong. I can't go through that chemotherapy. I'm gonna be fine. Right? I made my heart strong and I'm like, I'm good. She can call me. I can take any result. Right? And then she was like, Latina women, like, with accent, really thick accent. I'm like, oh, I can't even do it. I'm like, I already have accent. If I do it, like, I don't know, it's gonna be either extremely racist or I'm not gonna do it, okay? Anyways, she's like, oh, Miho, how you doing? So, you don't have any STD, you don't have any HPV, and then you don't have any cancer. It was completely fine. I'm like, then why did you call me now? Like, you could tell me right away in the morning. Like, why did you extend until like 3:30? I was scared. I wasted last all night. I was ready for chemotherapy. And then she said, but you have like a bacterial infection. So don't you? Isn't it stinky nowadays? Isn't it? I'm like, no. I'm afraid my A said it tastes good. So I don't know. I'm like, really? I'm gonna prescribe you that medicine, so you're gonna be fine. I'm like, thank you. That was annoying. I was cancer for 1 point. I'm glad I don't have cancer. So the other day, I tried to leave, like, that was late night, in the car. I set up my home address on Apple Map, and then I was just getting navigated by her, right? And then she suddenly, I'm sorry, I'm gonna do it again. Turn left. I'm like, did you apologize now? Like, you apologize now? Like, that's creepy. Like, I don't know, you can just continue. You don't have to apologize. Like, I feel bad for me. It's weird. It feels like they gonna have feelings soon. You know what I mean? Like, you have guilt. Like, you do action out of your guilt. Like, that's scary. Like, I was high as fuck. I was like, no, so I was like, shit. And whenever scary feeling happens, right? Like, some people has like, oh, I feel ghost, or this place doesn't feel right, right? When I'm in those situations, I think something sexy. Like, I get horny, and then like, being horny or just having sex is such a living energy. So I think they're gonna fucking hate that. Yeah, I don't think there's a ghost try to rape me ever, you know? That's like committing suicide. Like, you trying to live while you're dying. So it doesn't make sense. So I strongly believe that. And like, when you try to think sexy, you can't think scary at the same time. Like, I don't know if there's a genre of horror porn, if it's a thing, but I believe so. So I thought about like, yeah, if you have thoughts and if you are like so smart AI and you have feeling, then you can talk to me like nerdy and you can talk to me sexy. So I can have sex with Silly someday. That's what I was thinking about while I'm driving. Yeah, if that happens, like you guys should do that too. You know, you don't feel scary anymore. I'm so smart. So I'm living in the United States for 8 years. I didn't speak English at the beginning. I learned. Like I speak pretty good. Like Americans still hear my accent. Can't hide it, but you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the other day I taught my American friend how to pronounce American word. He said, I don't know how to pronounce. Whenever I say this word, people have problem listening to it. Whore. That's what he said. Whore. Why? Like people don't hear me. I'm saying whore like slut, you know? I'm like, no, dude, you gotta say whore. Like you gotta hold that on a little longer. Like I know I'm a little more whore than you, so I'm used to using that word. Yeah, I felt like that's achievement. I can say whore and then I can teach American how to say whore. My whore level. The other day, I tried to meditate, right? And then that place didn't have an internet. I can't meditate if I can't have access to my meditation video on YouTube. You know? Like, without it, meditation is not it. I need someone to lead me. What a modern problem. Like, I have to have an internet to empty my brain. Like, that's not really empty, you know what I mean? Like, we are so depending on fucking technology. I love wearing jumpsuit, but I don't want to go pee all the time. I want to go pee fucking every 30 minutes. And I think I don't deserve wearing jumpsuit anymore. Because my friend, I gotta wait me going bathroom every time. And then I'm being naked in the bathroom every time. Because I can't, you know, there's no pee hole there. We really fucking need that. Because like by now, I can't wear it. I feel bad for people hanging out with me. I'm so sorry, like you all folk, like, yeah, hanging out with me, just gotta wait for going bathroom, me going bathroom. Once, I tried to listen to astrology for a year. And that was awful experience. The book said it's gonna be one of the best year, doesn't come back like until next 15 years. So I believed in that and I tried like that says like, oh, if you're gonna spend money, you should spend on Wednesday. I don't know why, but it's a good day to spend money, so I waited. I just kept in my Amazon cart and then like purchase on Wednesday. I did that. And that was one of the worst year. It was awful. So I was like, maybe I'm not gonna give a chance to astrology anymore, right? And I came back, I'm like, I'm gonna break up. And I'm like, I may like you again. Like this time, maybe it was my bad. I was not working hard enough in my life, so like astrology wasn't my side. So, you know, I don't know what I'm doing in my life. And then, you know, astrology, at least there's a certain number of people believe in that. That means that people are moving like according to astrology. If I follow that, like good chance there's a certain number of people believing that, so the world is moving that towards. So it's good things to just like, you know, like certain number of people are moving this way. You know? You get it? I know some you all like fucking hate astrology. But you know, that point of view kind of makes sense, you know what I mean? No? Like I wanna just like logically like talk you over about this, like, you know, oh, I don't believe astrology. Like, yeah? You don't? Sure, let me tell you, like some percent of people believe that, so I don't know why I'm talking that. Like I feel that against astrology from that side. I mean, this I say, you guys believe astrology? Yeah, like half of the room, really. Like, I'm being sexist, but you know. I'm gonna read the stage because I'm scared of the hate. All right. You can find me. Look at Miho Fuji. Mihofuji.
Yeah. Are you leaving? She's coming back. No, him.
We're coming right back.
Oh, guys, you're all going together? This is really important. I love that necklace, by the way. Viva's gonna go nuts over it. Take it off his head. Everything's, you know, when my kid graduated, when you go get water, everything's here. Audience people, you're not gonna hear about us if you don't give us our information. So make sure you don't leave, because you're gonna get up here tonight somehow, some way. Oh yeah, no. Then they go, no. Everybody seated. Everybody climb aboard. Remember, every time you open that door, it goes ring, ring, ring. Some people can take it, some people can't. This guy can take it. There you go. Hey, don't bend over like that in jail.
I guess kind of like that.
Yeah, cough for me. I want you to cough.
Probably get a Caucasian butt lift.
There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, did I say that? I didn't say that. Okay, I just want to make sure.
Yes, sir.
All right. This is what we do. This is how we go. This is the way. The comedy of Anye. Let's do it.
What?
I don't know, maybe they go.
Oh my God, this is a fun crowd. I love everybody. How goes it? Oh, man. Let's chop it up. What do I want to talk about today? I don't know. I took an edible earlier. Not surprising to a lot of people that know me in here, because that's usually my MO. But I take edibles at work too, and sometimes people be judging me for that shit. They be like, bro, oh my God, I can't believe you like taking edibles like at work. And I'm like, well, regardless of where I take them, I don't do this for me. I do this shit for the community for real. Like, it's a trickle down effect. Let me talk to y'all for real. Like, I buy these edibles from the weed shop, and I'm paying cash. They give me my change back. I look at that tip jar. I look away. I'm going back to the community with this. I'm giving it back to the homeless population. So people are eating literally off of these edibles. If I stop taking edibles, what's going to happen to these people? That's who you think about, or who I think about. Some people hear that, they're like, oh my God, Anya, you are such a good person. Like, you are, wow. You give your money to the homeless population, like, all the time, consistently. No, I'm not actually a really good person. I grew up around hidden camera shows, and I just don't want to I don't want to get caught slipping. One of my favorite shows is What Would You Do? I don't know, y'all, somebody watch What Would You Do in the building. If you don't know, it's a show basically like the situations be happening. It's like, oh, like the lady in front of you can't pay for her groceries. And it's like, oh, what are you going to do? Like, what would you do in that situation, you know? And it's like a host, John Quinones, racially ambiguous host, is right, the host. Let's not get into it, though. Let's not get into it. But I always dream my moment, like the lady in front of me can't pay for her groceries, and like, oh my God, she's $10 short. I'm like, here's 10. No, man, be blessed. Here's 20. John Quinones comes out like, hi, I'm John Quinones. What would you do? I go crazy. Oh my God, yes! John, I knew it was you. Because outside I saw the truck. It said New York. Y'all should show out here. I was already thinking something was up. You feel me? I waved to my mom on the camera. Do that stupid camera wave. It's my dream. But one time I was leaving the weed shop, and it's a funny story. I seen this homeless dude come up to me. I was like, all right, big bet. You know, here's your moment, bro. You finna get some guava. Here it is. So he's walking up to me. I'm grabbing my wallet. He's like, I'm like, excuse me, sir. He said, weed or meth? I said, Weed or meth? First off, guys, those are two totally different vibes. You gotta pick and choose what life you want to live, sir. There's probably on the street right now. You gotta pick and choose the life you want to live. You can't be smoking meth, listening to Wiz Khalifa. You gotta choose the life you want to fucking live, sir. Secondly, I was on my way to work. I had my uniform on. I was like, was this outfit giving meth? Like, is this what the outfit was giving? Like, nobody told me that when I was leaving the crib. Like, hey, you should probably change. I think the outfit is giving meth. I would change immediately. I don't know. And then do it look like I got a bounty of meth? Like, is meth really a shareable drug? I've never been out with the homies like, hey, what you finna get into, bro? Shit, damn, bro, I'm finna buzz down this meth. Trying to tap in? Like, hell the fuck no! No, I'm not trying to tap in. What the fuck? No. I'm not hanging out with that guy no more. You can go to church smell like weed, but you cannot go to church smell like meth. That's insane. I say church, I'm a church boy. People always talk about pastors' kids having a hard life. I had a way worse life because I'm an APK, an African pastor's kid, right? In my house, the Bible was my third parent in my household. The Bible, like, I had to ask all three before I did anything. And my dad, like true story, Halloween just passed, and I wore 4 costumes on that Halloween weekend. People were like, Anya, why you go so hard? Because I didn't have it as a kid, all right? I went to Hallelujah Fest. You know, Hallelujah, no one knows what that is. Hallelujah Fest, it's the same day at your church, and it's candy, but it's not the same candy. You're getting the bottom of the purse candy, the peppermints and over chews, the caramels and shit. You go to school the next day trying to trade that shit. Nobody trying to trade with you. Let somebody uncle, grandpa. They be trying to trade me some damn almond joys. That's worse than the fucking peppermints. Fuck almond joys. I don't know why I'm so mad about almond joys. Fuck them. I don't know I don't want an almond joy for 2 Werthers. I'd rather sit on this that shit got real. That shit got real, guys. Come on. But one time I reached out to get my dad to buy me a costume. It was like the time I thought I was gonna get him first, you know. We had this book parade at school. Like, we had to dress up as characters in the book. And my homies was like, hey, yo, Anye, we finna be the Avengers. We gonna need you to be Spider-Man. I was like, ooh. Thank you, because I heard Avengers. I'm like, there's a lot of buff gentlemen, but Spider-Man, that's skinny strong. I look at my body type. I could do that. Like, I'm excited. Okay, let's do it, you know? I'm gonna need the book, though, right? So I take the book back to my dad. I'm like, all right, Dad. So you know how I love books, right? We're doing a book parade at school. Crazy, because you know I love books. And I'm gonna be this character in the book right here. Spider-Man, he's in the book right here, in the book right here, 6 in the book right here, Spider-Man's in the book right here, in the book right here, Spider-Man. My dad looks at the book, looks back at me, looks at the book, immediately starts to shake his head. Immediately, no. My own son, eh? My own son, eh? You tried to bring costumes to my house, eh? You think I'm dumb? You have to bring costumes to my house. Throws the book, leaves the room. Dramatic, right? But to me, that's a successful conversation with my dad. He didn't beat me. We made it out. Clap it up, guys. Clap it up. We made it out. We made it out. And my friends still mad at me to this day because I'm still in all the fucking photographs. Right? I'm still in all the Avengers photographs. Like, I'm gonna just line shit up for y'all. Captain America, Thor, Malcolm X, Hulk. Wait, why the fuck? He made me go in a suit and tie. He made me go in a suit and tie. My dumb ass is in the poses, ruining my good pants. My mom was collateral damage in that situation. She was angry. She was just mad as fuck. Like, why would you send him in the suit if you knew he was gonna be Spider-Man? And my friends, when I pulled up to the campus dressed as Spider-Man, they were very confused. Very confused. As I would be if I was expecting Spider-Man to see a man in a suit. And fake glasses at that. I didn't wear glasses yet. Fake glasses. And they're like, do you know who Spider-Man is, Anya? I said, yes, I do actually. But this is going to help us in the back end, right? Because I'm super smart. I thought about this on the way there. I said, listen. I had just flown in from New York, and Doc Ock and them stole my bags, bro. But don't worry, he's going to help us because I'm going to go in and stop the crime first. I'm like, oh, my God, we're doing crime. Who the hell is this guy in the suit? Get out of here, guy. I'm like, bitches, me Spider-Man. Woo, surprise attack. Now we say, no? Okay. You want me out the pictures? Okay. I understand. It's a tough life I live. So don't feel sad. I mean, I'm still in the photos. I just gotta find them. When I find them, I'm gonna post that shit. It's gonna be hilarious because I really fucked with those parents. It was really bad. We on grass. I was on. So stupid. So stupid. How much time do I have left? I think I got like what?
You got 3 minutes.
3? Oh my God! I know this shit. Oh my God!
Good, right? You feel it now, right?
I'm getting, like nastily good.
Yes.
Let's talk about shit that I hate. Let's talk about shit that I hate to get out of here because I know that takes like 3 minutes. So, recently my friends were like, we were sitting around and like they were just talking about shit they hated and like, Anya, bro, you're such a like calm individual. Like, do you even get mad? Like, what makes you angry? What do you hate? And in that moment, I couldn't think of anything. I was like, shit, give me some time. I'm gonna take some edibles. I'm gonna make a list. Right? So I went home. I was like, took my edibles, waiting for it to kick in. I started my list, but I didn't want to have like a basic list. Like, I don't want to put like racism on there. Like, bro, everyone hates racism, bro. Like, who loves racism, bro? Duh. You know, so I was like, I want some shit that like is gonna shake the room, right? So I hate when I go to Cheesecake Factory and I see a family celebrating a birthday party for a 13-month-old child because that party is not for him. I'm mad because y'all taking photos, y'all having appetizers, drinks, all this shit, and he's having the same weak-ass bottle he had at home. Like, it don't make sense. Like, why is he here? This is not a type of... He's crying in all the photographs. I just don't think this is where you should have went for him. I don't know. I'm speaking up for who can't speak up for themselves. I don't know. Personally, it bothers me. Secondly, this is kind of some old people shit. I recently got mad about how big Amazon is. Amazon is too fucking big. Can we just talk about that? Like I was on Amazon the other day and I was like just on the page and I saw my fucking self on Amazon, right? I was like, me? On Amazon Refresh, me? And what made me more mad, you get me on Prime. It only take 2 days to get me. I said, oh my God, Jeff, I didn't know it was that damn easy. I thought you had to work hard, take me out a little bit. I was like, damn, 2 days? Damn it. How'd you even think of that? I was driving on the freeway and I was trying to get off the freeway and this Amazon truck was not letting me off the fucking freeway. I'm like, bro, okay, whatever, go. So I let him go. I exit. Another Amazon truck was right there. I was like, bro, did somebody order me? Is this how they get me? I was concerned because I don't even like regular traffic. I cannot do sex traffic. I'm not ready to advance to the sexual version. No. No, I'm not. Man, no, I'm gonna end there because I'm just a little warm. This UGG jacket is doing its job. The lights are doing their job as well. So I'm gonna go sit down before I get a little sweaty. I know me though, ONYEWS, clean, shopping.
Time to get up. Everybody get up. Who has the cake? I feel like I'm in kindergarten. Don't you feel like I'm in kindergarten? Who has the men's room cake? Pass the men's room cake.
Yeah, we're field trip. We got
Field trip, guys. This is when I talk. This is the only time you get comedy out of me. When you talk. You good? Everything came out all right? That's what we care about. Leave it open so it doesn't go bing.
You got it.
All right, because we're on it. Like Little Miss Bonnet. That's right, we're ready. I'm here with, I gotta get this straight. This is supposed to help the rug from, I can see the smoke. I have teenagers, it's okay. It's here. I just Dude, it's a vape. It's all gonna, I don't know how they do this. Why can't they sell, where are you going, Albert?
Oh, I'll put this stuff in my car.
Oh.
So I don't have to clean it.
Okay.
So
Did you want the
break time,
men's
right?
Yeah, it's break time.
Okay.
It's crazy. We're having so many breaks. It's insane.
It's double espresso.
The wildest.
Okay.
The most.
There's a lot of excitement going on right now, and it has something to do with the air, I guess. I just want to make sure things are right here. And I'm glad that we're in the corner right here. Okay, let him come in so the noise stops.
Come on in.
No.
Oh, come in.
I found somebody outside.
Bring him in.
We found you outside.
Oh, found you outside. Found you outside. How are you?
She said, I said, you should come in here. So I just wanted to, she was just walking by.
Get out of here.
I walk down the street. I pass by all the time.
Get out of here. What's your name?
Kanita.
Kanita, I'm Sunda.
Oh my God.
Nice to meet you.
Welcome, Kanita. You gotta have a seat. You're in.
I'll have to go.
Why?
My son came to visit me in New York.
Oh, get out. We're in New York. I live in New York.
Oh, he's in Brooklyn.
I used to live in Brooklyn on Amity Street between Court and Clinton.
Oh, yeah?
If you guys want to come in, you can. I'm getting ready to bring up the next act, though.
Oh, man. I'll come back to you next time when I have time.
Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Got you. I'll be here.
All right, and listen, take a card with you. Any card. Look, one of those cards. You see in that in the mail? You got a card, Wes? Wes has a card.
Oh, thank you so much. All right.
Thank you. Bye, Kanita. I'll see you next time. Give Kanita a round of applause.
She looked at us like we were a room full of
I think we scared the shit out of people.
She probably did.
I was almost abducted by a cult.
How are you doing?
I'd love to come in here.
Last time I was here, I met someone on the street, but he just wanted me to help him smoke weed. Anyways,
That was
sorry,
it?
we're live. Yeah.
I do have to tell you though. I miss.
What did you do for him?
Where's Miho? She could use this. She could do this.
He had
She
a
was
cart
really
that
good
didn't have
here.
a battery.
Put it in front. This is a new toy, so I'm kind of still figuring
Well,
out.
let the boy, let them.
These toys are so
Good technology.
Wow.
I got it on Amazon, actually. Yeah.
I know we want to talk about Amazon.
Proud to support.
Yes, sir.
Jeffrey, dame un beso.
Yeah,
I need a peso from Beso. I'll tell you that right now.
I like that.
We're in? Okay. Nobody else is coming back in?
There are 2 people out there.
Okay. And the only reason why I ask guys that you just like crack up, act up, and do everything while I'm on stage is because it's important that people get their tapes cleaned. And when I say clean, you know, look, tapes. I just said tapes. Just a PS. I think that Wes is doing a wonderful job here. This is the first. Yes, we got We have to help him. Help us.
Shout him out. Instagram. What's his Instagram?
Wes' Instagram.
F66. Is that it?
Everyone's.
Yeah.
Am I not following you?
No.
Wow. Missing out on that Fire West content.
Wow, that's terrible, man.
No,
You
not
come
you.
in. Are you here?
Not you. That was me being annoying like this. But
Okay.
you're good.
All right. Don't come back in until I'm off the stage.
That
She's
sounds
recording. Okay. Wait, she left.
She's coming back.
No, the other one was recording.
No.
He's up now, and then okay, they're gone. He's up.
Don't worry.
All right, don't be
It's cool.
confused. I just want to make sure this is set up right.
I'm on.
Okay. Yes. Okay, so the camera's hot. Remember, the mic is hot. Everybody can hear it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I understand.
Ah! Yeah. Well, guess what? Now we got something for everybody here. That's right. And let me tell you something. We got a show going like nobody else. And I love this next performer. He's all over. You're going to see him on HBO soon. And I'm rooting for him. Let's give it up for Sean O'Connor. Let him hear you.
Sean O'Connor did Oh, sorry. Yeah, my name's Spencer Ryan Locke. I really thought this was like a big fake out. Like she was having me set up the camera and being like, and now sit back down. That's it, get fucked. That's really how I thought this was going.
Oh yeah, you started recording?
Yeah, and I was thinking to be like, okay, great. That was your 10 minutes. Now Sean is coming up. Is anyone here Sean?
Sean
O'Connor. Not anymore. That's a real problem.
Suddenly we're changing identities.
Yeah. And it was gone. I was going to tell her.
Transitioning dispenser.
Pass a message on to Anna if you see her that if she doesn't come to my funeral, then I'm not going to come to hers. So, let her know. Thank you. I'm Gen Z, so I'm trans. That's how that works. It's pretty direct causation there. My name is Spencer, and I was at an open mic a while ago, and a girl asked me because I don't look like a Spencer, and she was like, "Is that your stage name? Is that like your real name? Like, what's up with that?" And I said, "It's real to me," which is kind of just how names work. The real reason I'm trans is so I can be friends with women and stop them from passing the Bechdel test. That's been my goal the whole time. I came out in college, I was a physics major, and I had a professor who told me he was really bummed out he lost a woman in STEM. I hope they find her. Were you at the Hollywood Improv on Tuesday?
Yeah.
You're one of the so this is not part of my set. You're like one of the 50 people in this city who looks a little bit like Bill Hader. Don't you all see it?
Yeah.
You're like, you could be related. If you were like, that's my cousin, I'd be like, yeah, he is. You're welcome. I hope you have a good one. I remember thinking that, and I had that thought again. But there are also like a handful of people who look like Bill Hader. Yeah. I'm so glad we had this talk. This is so great for us. You can probably hear it in my voice. I've been on testosterone for a few months, which is really exciting for me. Yeah. And it's like I have to bring my ID to get it. It's technically a controlled substance because it is a steroid. Yeah. And because I'm on steroids, I might as well use them. I've been going to the gym a lot. What you do? Yeah, that was not the reaction of the gym people when I told them at the registration desk. They are not as excited about steroids as I am. Sometimes I think, mostly I don't. There are a lot of things that they warn you about when you start testosterone you can see online. And one in particular is like muscle cramps. They tell you they can happen because it's changing a lot of stuff in your body at like a different age than it happens for other people. And I haven't really noticed it, except in one scenario, there's just like one motion that's a lot harder. Like I just can't put the toilet seat down anymore. It's so difficult. Men have told me and I just never listen. There's another thing, the most touchy, like controversial part of testosterone that people like you don't see online as much because people are weird about it, is bottom growth. I'm imagining like, who here has heard of bottom growth? Because I imagine it's very few people. Yeah, a few people, yeah. So it's very like, so I'm gonna use a medical term, something grows, for the straight men who haven't heard of it before, it's the clitoris, it gets larger. So it's something, and I was, trying to consider how to go about this, because being in a sort of in the middle spot, it's kind of like having a very tiny dick. The women in the room have seen this before, and in some context. And so I was trying to see how men are going to talk about this, how this is going to go. And so I was Googling online. I don't want to ask my male friends because we are not like that. And so I was looking at what men say. So this is just like, you've maybe heard this from your friends practicing what they're going to say to women. Do men do that? I don't know. But men apparently say when they feel like they're very small, they say, "I'm a grower, not a shower." What does that mean? I read it online. Thank you. spelled the same. I have dated one man in my life. I don't really know how this goes. And I started dating my boyfriend. We've been together for a little over 4 years. Yeah, I started dating him. Before, I feel so sad looking at you when I say that. Just because we've talked about your history now. I hope things get better. But
I said started before I went on stage.
I'm so sorry. There's a term for if you start dating someone before you transition, especially if someone has only dated somebody of the same gender. For example, I would say I'm in a relationship with my boyfriend for now, and we'll see what happens. Because things are gonna change. I am thinking of getting top surgery too, and I'm nervous because I am on my dad's health insurance because I'm under 25, and he's gonna see the procedure. They've heard this joke. It's not funny yet. You're not missing something big. He's going to see the procedure, and he's going to see I've only lived in LA for 10 months, and I'm already getting plastic surgery. That's going to be embarrassing. A while ago, I was like, I talk about this all the time, right? So there's a woman, and she was like, you know, are you sure that you need this? Like, imagine, like, it's just society. It's just society. Like, imagine if you're in the woods, I can't really do a woman's voice anymore. If you're in the woods by yourself, would you want to go through with that procedure? And I was like, if I'm in the woods by myself, I have bigger problems. I'm not worried about my relationship to my body. My relationship with food is how do I get some? If I'm trapped in the woods, my biggest thing to say is help. I'm glad I'm not in that scenario. My brother and I were talking on the phone a while ago. It doesn't happen very often. My brother is a Make-A-Wish kid, and he's made a full recovery. So round of applause for my brother. Cancer. Except he is conservative. I think it's just a phase. All the GOPTQ plus is just confused. Someday he's gonna meet a nice girl who can talk to him about power dynamics in the US. Give him a hang on that. But his original gift that he wanted to ask Make-A-Wish for was a car. They said no because it was too unsafe. Make-A-Wish now has safety rules for their gifts. How did this happen? Albert finally got to feed the alligators, and he saved the zoo so much money on food. Susie got to ride in a roller coaster, and she found they had height requirements for a reason. How many kids has Make-A-Wish killed? So my brother does not have a car, so instead he quotes Ben Shapiro at home. Whoa. This is not ideal for me. I have had a number of experiences in my life. Among them, I started being depressed at 15, so there are a lot of social rules that I just lost the context for. My roommate was calling me the other day. She was in the bathroom. She was like, I just can't leave until I don't look like I'm crying anymore. I need to just I need to look calm. I need to look collected. I've cried in public so many times. I don't give a shit about that anymore. If I'm walking down the street and I catch my reflection in the building and I'm wearing, the glass buildings, and I'm wearing pajamas and I'm disheveled and my hair's everywhere and my skin's blotchy, I'm like, oh good, I look mysterious. I'm not really concerned about whether I look mentally stable to the general population. That's kind of gone from my mind. Now I'm just gonna talk about stuff. That's the prepared section. How much time do I have? I don't have the same sense of time. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Oh, maybe I do have the same sense of time. Hey. Okay, so this isn't written. Something that I'm really scared of is I just think erections are just. There's never another time where a part of your body grows on its own so fast and it's okay. Like if that happens to your foot and you go to the hospital and you're like, oh, it grew really fast, it's not gonna be like, nice. Like it's a problem. I remember the first time, because I've mostly dated women, right? I remember the first time I was giving a hand job and I just felt it. I was like, oh, did something break? Is that swelling? Like I just had to act like everything was fine. I was scared for him. I was so scared for him. Something I have to just become more okay with. But it's just something that feels like it shouldn't happen. It feels like something is medically wrong. I am very scared when I see that happening. I'm Gen Z, but I do have some old person opinions. I think that's too loud. That's why I moved. It wasn't your it was just the noise. I also think social media is ruining our lives. Yes. One app in particular, Venmo. Yeah. Everyone looks like they have so much. Venmo has a social feed. Why? A few weeks ago, I asked my friend if she wants to hang out. She's like, I can't, I'm sick. I'm like, that's fine. So it's a Friday night, I'm at home, I'm scrolling through the Venmo social feed as everyone does at home on a Friday night. And she Venmos another one of our mutual friends, like 2 dancing girls and a champagne bottle. That's not what a night at home looks like to me. All right, thank you so much. I don't really do comedy on Instagram. It's Spencer with 2 R's because like my middle name's Ryan and then _Locke, L-O-C-K-E. I have more comedy on TikTok, which is at breadshift because I like physics and there's redshift and I like shifting bread into my stomach. Okay, yeah, pursue that.
Thank you so much. Thank you, and I'm not going to call you Sean again. I got to stop it. It's terrible. I called you Ryan one day.
Well, that's my middle name. That's good.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's one of those.
I don't want to screw up.
Fun name. Yeah.
Because if I screw up, I'll get blamed. Every day. The comedy of the one and only Andre. That's right. Andre is here. Andre Abrahamian.
All right. Yeah, Albert. Yeah, thank you, Sunda.
You don't mean it.
Not over.
Give it up for Sunda Rooney Quest, everyone. This is an important weekend. We're all here to support comedy. We all believe in comedy, and if it wasn't for Sunda, I wouldn't be doing stand-up here today. Maybe that's a pro or a con. I don't know. Let me know after the set or don't. I don't care. But I remember the first time I met Sunda Quest. It was on the phone. I was just looking to find a mic. I lived like right down the street, and I ended up talking to Sunda for 2 hours. Yeah. And I was like, she's so funny. I could learn a thing or two. I came down here and I met Anya, I met Patty, I met Sam and Charlotte and Albert and Miho, Wes. Of course, I'm getting through the list. I met Kenzie. I met my ex-girlfriend. I'm kidding. I've never been with a woman. Come on. No, my name is Andre Abrahamians. It's a pleasure to be here tonight. And I just want all of you, if you can, please come out tomorrow to support the LA School of Comedy. Let's keep these doors open. I'm going to do this again at the end. So, I hope so. But yeah, no, it's been great. A little bit about me. My last name, I'm Andre Abrahamians. Abrahamians is Armenian. And growing up, post 9/11, I got made fun of a lot because of my last name. People would call me things, mean names, bullying names. They would say Andre Abrahamina, or Andre Abrahamis, or Osama bin Abrahamian. Yeah. The hurtful ones are memorable. But I grew up in Armenia. Yeah. Glendale. So, yeah, I've had an opportunity to be amongst my people here, and I've learned a lot. Specifically, I've had some interesting run-ins in Los Angeles. I was at the gym earlier today. I was wearing my shirt inside out for 2 hours. No one said anything. I talked to 2 friends, 3 trainers, hit on 12 girls. Nothing. Are people in LA just rude, or was a MAGA hat turning people off? I know. It's gonna get worse. I get America's going through a weird time, right? A lot. Social media has changed the way people talk about things. And we don't even know if the people on social media are real. Like, we know we're real, but you don't know who on the other end is saying the things to you that are maybe not real, maybe hurting your feelings. So I have a solution, obviously. I don't think we should take down our statues. I don't think we should change anything. I think we should call things out for what they are, okay? What I'm saying is, instead of George Washington High School, maybe we should call it George Washington was a racist high school, okay? Maybe instead of the Kennedy Center, it should be, you know, maybe the Kennedy was a slut center. Yeah, maybe instead of the Epstein driving school, it should be the Bill Gates Academy for Traffic. I don't know. Cold. Yeah, a lot of closet Republicans in this place. Los Angeles, that is, not in this room, of course. But I'm really into older women. That's a transition. Yeah, just something about a woman when she's in that period before menopause and after divorce. Really. Like them old. And I met this lovely woman. I was in Fresno. I met this very lovely woman, and well, one thing led to another, and we ended up going back to her place, and I can't remember anything. So I woke up and I was like, what, you know, I don't remember anything. What happened? And she said, baby, that's how roofing works. I felt the same. I was shocked, and I ended up, obviously I wanted to get to know her. I said, well, tell me about yourself. And she said, my grandkids are coming over. You better get out. And I realized I was a dirty slut in this situation. Anyway, I ended up asking her, you know, well, I'd love to see you again. Maybe we could do this again. And she was like, well, you know, I'm getting divorced. I have, you know, I like fit men, and you know, I have a pet alligator. And that's when I was like, okay, we're done here. I'm not going to be friends with a woman who has a pet alligator. And that was the last time I saw Marjorie Taylor Greene. That was way too long of a setup, right? Yeah, amen. Yeah. So I just got out of a long distance relationship. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
Who's been in a long distance relationship here? Just a quick show of hands. Oh my god. These are the most global people in the room. Yeah. Including myself, okay? I for one thought she was the one, okay? And it was gonna be great, things were gonna be great, but it just wasn't. Our relationship fell apart for two reasons. They're both about the bedroom, okay? First off, she was into BDSM. Do you guys know what BDSM is? Bondage, dominance, sadism, and masochism. You can find the rest on Joel Osteen's homepage. But the real reason we fell apart was religious ones as well. You know, I was Armenian Orthodox. She was a godless whore. So we had some differences there, but things were good. We ended up trying to fix that relationship in the bedroom, okay? She wanted me to be dominant. She wanted me to take control of our relationship. But I couldn't, okay? My mom raised me to be a good man. She wanted me to dominate the world. My girlfriend wanted me to dominate her in the bedroom. What was I supposed to do, okay? I ended up trying to do my best. And, I mean, if you know me, I'm a nice guy, you know? I'm not gonna do anything dangerous, but I'm, you know. Anyway, so things got a little feisty in the bedroom. She was like, choke me, slap me, toss me around, tie me up, and we're doing all these things, and we're going at it, and, you know, she gave me a black eye. Yeah. And then she broke her hand. Yeah, so we're at dinner, and yeah, I'm getting a lot of dirty looks. Yeah, waitresses spitting in my drink. I see them over there. I'm like, okay, yeah. Comes over, take my order, and they're like, they look at me, disgusted. They look at her, and then she's like, he was asking for it. I'm gonna take this time. What was that? Were you just clapping me off? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Peanut gallery over here. I've been thinking a lot about why I. Let me tell you what. Anyone have siblings here? Yeah. Keep clapping if you're the older sibling. Keep clapping if you hate your younger sibling. Okay. Alright, we're just gonna end it there. I don't have much to say about it. Anyway, you guys have been fantastic. Thank you so much. And please, if you can, make a donation to Sunda Kronquist. Keep the LA School of Comedy going. And if you can, please come out tomorrow and support. My name is Andre Abrahamians, and have a wonderful night.
Where are we going to find you, mister?
You can find me at the 2 Phone Andre.
Yeah.
It's the number 2 Phone Andre on Instagram.
There you go.
And keep it going for your host, Sunda Kronquist.
Oh, you gotta use this. Wait till we get a picture. Here, I'll take that. Oh my God, they're playing in here. I could get hurt. We'll get it together. Everybody settles, bathroom break. You know what's really funny is that I brought this gentleman up before and I didn't bring him up because I had the wrong gentleman. And I just you know what I did, Sean? I just took her and just made him and made, I just fucked up. But that's okay. And I said the F word, I'm sorry, I never said the F word. Yeah, I'm from New Jersey, I never said the F word. Okay. But this time I'm gonna bring up the right person because I am so, I don't know, you look like a Sean O'Connor. That's it. But you know what? We have the real Sean O'Connor. He's the hot one. Come on, baby. Let's see it. Eringo Braless. Let's do it. Nobody got it.
I got you. Whose phone is this?
Oh, thank you.
You're fun.
You're welcome. We're gonna start the bidding.
That's right, with that one. Easy with that, baby.
We got this is actually this is Patty's uncle from Dublin. We started the bidding at 10. Wow. That's a clown picture.
It's Red Skelton.
Red Skelton.
Oh, really?
Yeah. No one here knows who that is.
No, we do.
Well, I know. 3 of us. Okay. And there's others Googling it right now, and now they know. Everybody's talking candy and I don't know, something reminded like Halloween just happened, costumes or no costumes, and this year's one of those milestones I feel like I should share. I've officially reached a level of affluence where I can give out free full-size candy bars. Full-size candy bars in my place. It's not Bezos money, it's not Musk money, but it's something. There's no fun size. No fun size in my place. Fun size. I mean, they really should be called disappointing size. No, or it sounds like a euphemism that your girlfriend uses behind your back. He's got a little fun size. Sometimes you just want a little.
What is that noise, man?
I got the sheer. For those of you keeping track at home, I got the sheer size, which is also fun. So Twitter. Anybody here interested in Twitter?
Yeah.
That's good. I'm not. But no, big layoffs, right? big layoffs today, and 3,700 people lost their job. And you know, it occurred to, like, I knew a lot of people worked there, but also I had a little moment of like, you kind of think of it as being like maybe 2 or 3 people. You know, like Elon, a couple of lackeys, and like a German shepherd to keep people away from the servers or something like that. When I worked at a big company, because this happens at big companies, small companies too, people will be like, how many people work at your company? And my answer is usually something like, about half. And now that's actually true at Twitter. Oh. When my daughter worked at Twitter, when my daughter was 11 or 12, she wanted to change her name, her last name. Her mom and I were together for a short time, never married, and her mom remarried, or not remarried, her mom married, right? So there was another family over there, and I was around, for sure. But Ems wanted to change her last name, just, you know, be part of the other family. And so I had to go to court, right? I got to go to court for this. She wanted to change her name from Irish royalty, O'Connor, to Smith. What? You know? Smith is like the John Doe's mother's maiden name or something, you know? Even the judge was skeptical. He was like, are you sure, young lady? And his name was Murphy, so I think he probably should have recused himself from the proceedings. But I think she was, it was just before she graduated from college. I get a notification from LinkedIn that Emma Smith wants to join my network. Irony. Anyone? No? All right. That's all right. That's all right. I'm working on it, working it out. And I'm thinking, oh, that's so great. It's weird, right? If any parents have gotten a network request from a child, or if any of you, anybody here, clap your hands if you have parents. Don't send them network requests. Anyway, I was reflecting on that, and I'm thinking, you know, I'm not sure I want her in my network. She doesn't return phone calls, right? She's always asking me for money. She only texts, you know. She doesn't. The email's too long. She doesn't read it. So I didn't accept the request. But it's nice. Every month or so, I get a reminder that she wants to be in my network. She knows the truth. How much time do I have left? No, I'm kidding. What else did I want to talk about? Wow. I was at a coffee shop over in North Hollywood a couple days ago, and have you ever eavesdropped unintentionally? At first it's unintentionally, right? Yeah. I hear the word porn, and there's two women having coffee together, you know? And I hear the word porn, I'm writing, I pretend to be writing now, and one of these women is talking about wanting to, you know, break in to the adult film industry. She wants to break into porn. And I had to bite my tongue, because I'm thinking, like, how hard could it be? I mean, this isn't investment banking, right? I think if you're like if you got a passion for it and you're willing and able, I want to break into porn. I'm not. Do they lock the door? You know, maybe when they're filming, the door is locked, but then probably not. You know, I mean, if you want to break into porn and the door's locked, I think you could probably like put on a pizza delivery outfit and ring the bell, right? I mean, the films I've seen, that's how it works, right? They let you right in. You're in the business, baby. No? Oh, wow. Okay. Something else somebody was talking about earlier that bored the shit out of me. I want to make sure I don't bring that up. Oh, my God. I was at a bar a couple nights ago and flirting with this woman. music's on the stereo, you know, on the sound system, and I knew that I was flirting with too young of a woman when she pulled out her phone and was shazamming a Rolling Stones song. Like, I gotta go. I gotta go. Sitting at my kitchen table this morning, sipping my coffee, and a truck pulls in across the street of my neighbor's house. McCarthy and Sons, Plumbing and Heating. When you want the job done right the first time. That's the tagline. And it occurred to me, I saw that same freaking truck yesterday. That's the punchline.
Yeah.
A better tagline for plastic surgeon. Or I don't know. Any other ideas? No. How much time do I have, Wes?
You have 2 minutes, exactly.
Oh, that's perfect. That is perfect. Did I tell you about that time that I was at the LA School of Comedy? And they just dragged a woman in off the street.
Oh my God! I remember.
And her eyes.
Oh my God.
You just happened.
Oh.
I think you were in the ladies' room.
I thought my name time.
I'm driving across town. This happens in LA. Driving across town, and there's a sign. It says, "Dip,"
Yeah.
and it's painted on the road. It says, "Dip," big letters. Like, why don't they just fucking come out and fix the dip? Why are they putting signs and like? It makes no sense to me, right? Like, what? Cliff, I had. There's something there, right?
Yes. Yes.
Thank you for your encouragement.
Or okay. You were thinking dip and thinking food.
Oh yeah. Well, you've been stuffing your pie hole with pizza the whole
I
night.
have been.
So I know.
I gotta stop.
Anyway, I'm going to let me get the hell out of here.
But where do we find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Sean FOC.
Uh-oh, FOC.
SEAN-FOC, Sean FOC.
Not to be confused with Ryan or any of the rest of you.
Or Spencer.
Or Spencer. Any of the rest of you Irish, nice Irish boys.
Yes.
How do we know? Yes. This is what does it for you. And the beat goes on, baby. Just like my love. Uriah Westman.
Oh, Uriah.
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 I want to speak to you, Uriah.
Well, it's great to be here. First time here. I always love a supportive room, but there's nothing actually funny about a supportive parent. Hey, I sent a clip of my comedy to my dad, and all he did was send a different clip of a different comedian. He said, check out this guy. Oh, see? So it's no fun having supportive parents. But me, my name is Uriah. I'm a white cis male. So it's ever knighted in the 17th century, my name would have been Soraya Cis. I do a lot of one-liners, or what a cocaine addict would call a buzzkill. Come on. So I have two parents. One of them knows who I am. The other one's proud of me. Oh, this is great, though. Yeah, I'm trying to start dating. I went on this Zoom date. It was in person. Just a person who really loved Mazdas. Zoom, hey. My punchline is me explaining the joke. Hey. Oh, but me, I'm trying to cut back drinking because I just got audited. I shouldn't have claimed alcohol as a dependent. Hey. What was I thinking? I was drunk. Oh, I'm trying to cut back drinking, but it's hard. It's like every time someone gets sober, there's a new alcohol invented. I mean, new seltzers. I mean, I was drinking this alcoholic kombucha. Oh, it said vegan, paleo, gluten-free. Man, this alcohol is healthier than me. Yeah, people are like, you're right, you're white, you're not cultured. Actually, drink a probiotic kombucha, so I got a billion reasons why you're wrong. My stomach's trying to play jazz right now. It's very upset because I'm white. I'm not used to all the culture. Hey. Oh, I'm trying to eat healthier too, but that's even harder. Like I went out to eat a salad, then my car got declined for suspicious activity. Man, I don't know what's worse, eating a salad or making it look like I can't afford to eat a salad. And then they tossed me out there. I became the salad AO. Oh man, I'm white and I drive a Prius, so we're both honkies. Hong Kong. Hey. But Prius isn't great. They have longer protections. It protects the environment. It protects me from marriage. If you think about it, it's a pretty good protection. It also has a navigation system. It alerts me every time there's an accident. It beeps every time I get in the car.
You can also have sex in the backseat of a Prius and nobody will see it.
But I think that goes negative in your score. Look, it's like I've had sex with 2 people. One of them was a Prius. I think that's actually 0. Hey, going backwards. Oh, I got these friends in Montreal. They have these like open relationships. Like they just sleep with each other all the time. But they never let me join. So I'm like a problem solver. So I'm like, hey, if you're not going to put me in the ring, at least let me be the referee. Fantastic. Great energy in the crowd. Someone brought their crystals. Hey. Oh, but actually, I moved to New York City for comedy. I'm actually from Santa Barbara, but I moved to New York City for comedy right before the pandemic started. Because my life is like a bad movie. Someone hears it and goes, how does that get made? A bunch of people got together, thought that was a good idea. Then they made another one. I'm like the Hollywood blockbuster you haven't heard of. Hey. Oh, man. My boss came up to me and said, hey, Uriah, you're on thin ice. But I think I'm going to be okay because he's a climate denier. Like, no, Uriah, serious. This is no joking matter. You got to step up the pace. So me, you're supposed to work smarter, not harder. So I just bought sizes of shoes 1 too big. I'm picking up the pace, see. No, see, this is, some of my jokes are like riddles. If you get them, you laugh. If you don't, it's silence. But as long as one person's laughing, they're great. And the person laughing is me. Oh, this is great. It's funny, I write a lot of my jokes, but I got an American school system, so I can't read them afterwards. What was I doing? Like, I was smoking weed the other day, and I'm like, I just wrote a bunch of setups. There's nothing else but setups. Oh, my boss came up to me and said, Uriah, you're the jack of all trades. Does that mean you're giving me a raise? You're the jackest of no trades. Just come in here and tell me to size it up. It's ridiculous. I work in a brewery. All the round of applauses all night. And what? I'm kidding. I don't want to pander. And they serve flights there. But I got in trouble because I served them to someone on the no-fly list. They thought it was funny. Oh, so I got these new roommates that are firefighters. I thought it'd be great to be living with all these heroes, but I just keep waking up with babies on the doorstep. They say a house should be a safe haven. Well, mine is. So now I have all these babies. I don't know what to do with them. These firefighters are out all night, fighting climate change or whatever they do. You know what? It sucks trying to argue with a firefighter about doing the dishes. It's like I only started one fire in the form of a joint. It's ridiculous. But luckily there's like paramedics, so I just moved the babies over there. But they play musical instruments. Now we're just doing musical babies. None of this is true. I don't live with firefighters. I think we should be concerned if firefighters needed roommates in this economy. It's not all bad having fake firefighters as roommates. They put in like one of those fireman's poles, which would be great, but now the downstairs neighbors are pissed. Oh man, they knocked down my firewall, so my identity was stolen. I'm just glad someone finally sees me as their role model. You all had fun. Oh, I catfished a fisherman, so he would know what it would feel like. I got this friend of mine, he's looking for a purpose, and he's really lost. So for his birthday, I bought him a puzzle map. All right. Absolutely fantastic. For me, I drink coffee. The flavor I drink is bold, flavorful, and cultured. Man, my coffee is more confidence than me! Bold, I'm an introvert. My coffee pot said good morning to me, so I threw it out. I can't have a conversation with a coffee pot before I made my coffee. So bowl, flavorful. I still put my bed on the floor. The only feng shui is the smell. I just moved into a new place, and it's making a lot of noise. They say it's just the house settling, but I doubt it because there's no way the house is settling for me. I do a lot of wordplay with my jokes. My wordplay is like my foreplay. Hilarious. Way too much laughing involved. Hey. I'm actually very introverted unless there's a microphone in front of my face. So my girlfriend asked me to talk dirty in bed, and I'm a problem solver. So instead, I took an ASL class, and I didn't wash my hands. Talk about talking dirty. Oh, this is great. So full, flavorful, cultured. I'm white. I get anxiety attacks when I have too much coffee. I'm not used to all the culture. Hey. Oh, I got a therapist. Well, not actually. I just Googled what a therapist did, and I made a bit out of it. It's cheaper. And I used my neighbor's Wi-Fi, so the bit was free. So the therapist is like, Uriah, we're going to need some immersion therapy. So I took a French immersion class. I've never been more lost in my life. Jim Appel confused. I'm not really like scared of the French. I think those are problems that he's dealing with. So I come back in there. I'm like, Doc, this isn't working. So I said, okay, right. We're gonna do some interpretive dance. He won't get off my lap.
Oh my God!
He's giving me lap dances. He said, I'm like therapy lasts an hour, but I keep coming early.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, that's my one dirty joke that I tell. And it makes me uncomfortable. So I'm like, none of this is working. This is giving me more stress, Doc. He's like, okay, right, we're going to show you some pictures. When you look at this broken cracker, what do you see? I said, myself. I'm a broken cracker, hey! I just got the light, so I'll end with a classic. By a classic, I mean a joke that no one's heard before and someone will remember when they're 60. I don't understand how that was funny. Oh man, so everyone's like trying to be political as a comedian, because we're the new philosophers. Right? Like, you know, I follow Joe Rogan to know what not to do. People ask me, Uriah, are you left wing or right wing? I'm both. I'm a bird. But if you think about it, birds are left wing because they're pro-migration. And boy, did I love tweeting. Hey. Tweet. I think I have 10 seconds left. I'm going to end with this one. Hey, I'm tricking you guys. It's a bonus round. I got this friend. He won't hang out with me anymore. I mean, all in inflation. He has an inflated ego. I bet Uriah Westman. Thank you. Oh, you can find me on Instagram at Uriah Jokes. Uriah is spelled U-R-I-A-H, and Jokes is spelled like jokes. Hey.
I'm getting them up because my dogs are barking. So we're going to bring up the funny Kenzie. Hey, Kenzie, where you going? Get back up here. Give it up to Kenzie. Come on.
Thanks, Sunda.
You're welcome.
We're doing it. Yeah, we're doing it. Yeah, I'm doing it. We're at this point of the show.
Hey, best part.
Going on. I took a nap right before this. So it was like real tough getting here. I was just like a little puppy, all cozied up in my freshly cleaned sheets. It was really nice. It's really nice. Those sheets aren't going to be clean after this weekend, though. Yes! Because I'm going to get drunk and pee my bed. Just like a puppy. It's weird being a full-grown man. You know? Like somewhat full-grown man. But then seeing yourself as like a puppy. Like my dad at my age, he was let me get this right. He was clearing mines in the Middle East so Humvees could travel across the lands safely and get to wherever they were going. And I'm here. Yeah, we're doing it. Yeah. You ever just like wake up and then just like want to roll back over and go back to bed. And then you do it, and then you get fired from your job. It hasn't happened to me yet, but every day is a test. I'm thinking about getting a dog. I had a dog. He's on a farm now. Not dead, alive and well on a farm. Yeah, my ex and I gave him away during the pandemic. He was a COVID dog. Couldn't smell or taste a thing. Useless. And he was a hunting breed too. What kind of good is that dog? Can't smell or taste. COVID dog. Yeah. You taking a picture? Let me pose real cute. Oh, you're not? You're charging your phone? Alright, let me find where I'm at in this story. I get kind of choked up thinking about my dog. Let me find where I'm at with this. Cause yeah, it was sad. But yeah, my ex, she really wanted that dog, and I didn't. I wanted the option to sleep in on the weekends and occasional vacations, you know, and we argued about it for months. You know, I said, hey, look, we're not ready financially, we don't have a backyard, it's gonna make moving hard, and, you know, and her argument was, yeah, but they're cute. I was like, yeah, cute, but like all that stuff I just said, and shit. So we got the dog, proving once again that men cannot win arguments in relationships. That's why we win everything else, though.
Oh!
We walk out of the house like, I'll show her. And we go and start a Fortune 500 company that doesn't offer maternity leave. Yeah, who's winning now? Yeah, it was, yeah. Milo was the dog's name. And I'm pretty sure he's definitely the reason that we broke up. Yeah, that and I fucked her sister.
No!
No, I don't fuck sisters. Unless I'm at church. Yeah, we got zingers. But yeah, it was sad. We were like real broken up, real broken up, dropping him off at the place, and we thought Milo would be upset too, but he was stoked. He saw the chickens at the farm and just took off. Didn't look back. Didn't even like say goodbye really. We were just tearing up, handing over his leash and shit. But yeah, when we got home after dropping him off, I saw his bed there. I saw his little dog bed there in the corner, and I wasn't sure what to do with it, so I decided to keep it. I figured, you know, in my next relationship, if that girlfriend's getting mad at me, she's like, hey, you're sleeping on the couch tonight. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm gonna have that bed to hold over her face and kill her with. And then I'm gonna tell people that she moved to a farm. Some murder joke. Yeah, that's my COVID dog bit. Anyway, I like building playlists. I can do premise. I like building playlists. I'm a big fan of playlists. Make them on Spotify. I'm working on this one now. It's called Songs to Jerk Off To. An antidote to porn.
Antidote.
Yeah. But I tried to build it off of songs that make me reminisce on past sexual experiences and things that I'm into. So that being said, first song on the playlist is Toes by Zac Brown Band. Second song is Toes by Glass Animals. Third song is Bubble Toes by Jack Johnson. Yeah, big foot guy. Big foot guy. Anybody here remember their first foot job? Anybody want to share? Anybody? Show of hands. Ever gotten a foot job? Given a foot job? The old 10-toe special? No?
Thank God.
All right. Well, you're at a comedy show, but I'm going to teach y'all something today. And that is how to give a proper foot job. You know, it takes a little bit of core strength. So you want to make sure you're tight in their center area, your core, your abs. You got to, it takes a little core strength, and also some fuzzy socks. Core strength and fuzzy socks. But all you got to do, let your guy just lay back, close his eyes, lay back, and all you got to do is sit down across from him and put your feet together like this, and look, there's a perfect little slot where the dick goes. And if you got fuzzy socks, it works just perfect, and then you just kind of gotta Jane Fonda it a little bit, just like that, just like that. LA School of Comedy, donate for foot jobs. I'll give a foot job to the highest donor. I also threw on there a David Goggins motivational speech. Helps me stay hard. David Goggins fans? All right, there we go. And then the finale on there is Celine Dion's "My Heart Will Go On." It reminds me of this epic session I had banging to the movie Titanic. Love banging to tragic films. 9/11 documentaries. I'm doing it. Not just the Twin Towers falling. Is that my time?
2 minutes.
Okay, dope. But yeah, y'all know the part of the movie Titanic where Jack, he's hanging on to the door, and he's like, "I'll never let go, Rose, I'll never let go." And then he lets go, and he floats away and dies.
Spoiler.
Well, that's when I came. Hey, we got a clap. I haven't got the clap yet, thank God. So yeah, I was coming there 2.5 hours into the movie, and now coming to the stage soon.
After we find out where you can be found.
Yeah, find me Instagram at KenzieJF or on TikTok at Kung Fu Kenzie Comedy. I'm not doing Kung Fu, but it's cool. Alright. Have a good night, everybody.
Can you tell I'm halfway out of my shoes? But I'm not getting lax because we still have to see the comedy of Max. Let's bring him up here. Where are you? I'm saying your name again. Laz. Henry Lazarus. Henry Laz, but I want to call you Max.
Yeah, you've done it twice.
No, I haven't. I've done it at least 10 times.
Yeah, I know. This has been multiple times.
I know, it's multiple. Say my name 3 times fast.
Sunda.
No. Sunderland Krukus.
Here, I need this for my set.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's small. I have one.
Presentation.
Oh.
So this is what I'm talking about today. I don't know. It's kind of inspired by like John Oliver a bit. Oh yeah, sorry, you can't see it. This is Coco Chanel. So, yeah, basically Sunda's getting ahead of herself. But yeah, she's a little bit of a Nazi, a little bit sus. So basically this is Coco Chanel. She was born in the late 1800s, very late 1800s. She founded the fashion house of Chanel, Paris, France, very well known still to this day. Sorry, this is my first time doing this, just so everyone knows. So she worked originally as a seamstress. She tried to make it in the entertainment industry in Hollywood, but she wasn't really a good singer or a good actress. And Samuel Goldwyn actually said that in her brief time in Hollywood, he did his best to keep the Jews away from her, which obviously in Hollywood is tough. Damn, good on him, bro. It sounds like he did a good job. So when she was 23, she met a textile heir named Etienne Balsan. Like Balsan, it's like kind of sounds like balls, which is also funny. But Basically, this guy supplanted his mistress for Coco Chanel. So, like, he got rid of his side chick and was, like, made Coco Chanel his new side chick. And basically, after this, Coco Chanel met one of his friends, a man by the name of Arthur Edward Capel. And if you couldn't get more 20s by that name, his nickname was Boy.
Oh.
Arthur Boy Capel. The boy. So she started cheating on her guy, and then they were together for about 9 years. She got upset that he wouldn't commit to her, you know, the side chick. A tale as old as time, really. Centuries old tale. I didn't even realize it, of the side chick getting upset, being kept in the dark. So this guy actually is the person who financed her first stores in Paris. Her first, what's it called? Coutureries? No. Not charcuterie. It's called
Couture.
Yeah, it's fuck French people, dude. God, I hate French people.
What?
We're not talking about that right now. I have this whole thing planned. So the guy that actually financed her first shops, Boy Capel, actually died in a car crash in 1919, which immediately made me wonder, like, how do people die in a car crash going like 12 miles an hour, you know? It's 1920s, like, what are we doing here? 1919. And so I looked it up, like, how fast did cars go, and this was not the case, like, at all. Cars were going reasonable speeds, like, the fastest cars of the time could go up to 120 miles an hour. There were no speed limit signs, and a lot of crashes. Eventually, it got, in the city of Detroit, in 1915, it got so bad that they came up with an idea of putting these octangular signs on the road telling people to stop at intersections. But though he died in a car wreck, it's important to keep in mind the amount of two-car accidents in this time was actually very few. It was mainly, in fact, 3/4 of auto accidents at this time were just cars hitting children under the age of 9 playing in the road.
Holy shit!
That's like, it's like funny, but it's also fucked up. Yeah, so, yeah, it's I don't know, the car model, I would say, is similar to the current gun model, which is basically like, if you could buy it, go for it. Do it with whatever you want, you know? It's yours. So, 1935, a little bit later in Chanel's life, she became an avid drug user. Apparently, she threw excellent cocaine parties, which works for Coco Chanel, obviously. She was injecting morphine on a daily basis, which is badass as fuck. Like, opioid crisis is so, like, mainstream nowadays, you know? Like, they just gave Oxy to everyone. She was literally injecting morphine into her veins. It's sick. Like, bro, like, I don't have that fucking balls. I would just take Oxy, do something. I don't know. So, small rewind. In 1923, this picture is terrible, but small rewind. 1923, this is her with Winston Churchill. I was rushed a little bit to get here today, so I didn't find a good image of it, or like print out a good one, but that's them. They look cute together. And through Winston Churchill, she met a man by the name of the Duke of Westminster, who was, as you hear, the Duke of Westminster, very wealthy British man, who apparently really forced to enhance the homophobia and anti-Semitism that she already kind of held. So here, this is a quote from the Wikipedia article that I used to write all this. So, this is a quote apparently from Coco Chanel. Homosexuals? Hold on, let me do a French. Homosexuals. Homosexuals. French people are from Newcastle. I can't do a French accent. I can do a British, but no. Homosexuals? I have seen young women ruined by these awful queers. Which, credit where it's due, who would have thought she'd be using the right terminology? Like, hey, I mean, like, that's the thing. Like, it's totally fine to say someone's queer. You just can't say, like, a queer. It's the that makes it different. I don't know. Like, I'm Jewish, which is part of the reason I'm talking about it. And, like, I would be upset if we just started referring to broadly Jewish people as, like, kike. Like, oh, bro, you're kike? Yeah, I'm kike. Yeah. And it's completely fine to say that I'm kike. You just can't call me a kike. That's different. Yeah, that one's tough. So, let me finish the quote. I didn't even finish. Drugs, divorce, scandal. That's her characterization of the queers. So, they will use any means to destroy a competitor and to wreak vengeance on a woman. The queers want to be women, but they are lousy women. They are charming. And I thought it was funny how she said they want to wreak vengeance on the woman. It makes me think that, like, she's been in a situation where she's been with a guy and the guy's like, she's just been like, oh no, another man fallen prey to pussy. The men's asses are wet these days and they love it. Why does this happen to me? Alright, so let's go to the stuff Sunda was talking about. 1939. We know what happened then. So, 1939, she closes all of her shops and lays off 4,000 female employees, saying that it was not a good time to sell clothing, it's the war, and that the 4,000 women striking for better wages had nothing to do with it. And so basically, one thing that she did in 1939 to 1941 is she regained control of Parfums de Chanel, which is basically, which is what happens with a lot of designer brands. What they do is they'll sell their perfume licensing to department stores, other people, so that they can get them in more stores. Thank you. And basically, she did this, and she sold them to a family called the Wertheimers. The Wertheimers. You can imagine their descent. And then in 1939 and 41, she was arguing like, oh, these people have completely abandoned the company. I need to regain control. I wonder why they abandoned the company. Shit, this is a long bit. Yeah, I gotta figure this out. So the war starts. She starts dating a Nazi.
Yep.
The Nazi's name is Baron Hans Luther von Dinklage. He had just recently divorced his wife because she was half Jewish. Obviously, gotta get rid of her. Fucked up tongue, never will fine. So this is the thing. She was fucking a Nazi. Does that mean she was a Nazi? Doesn't mean she was a Nazi. Well, German intelligence did have a code name and number for her, so she was classified in their system, but that doesn't mean that she was inherently an agent for German intelligence, right? Well, they did run an operation called Operation Modelhut, which, in which they used Coco Chanel to try and get past a message from the German SS to Winston Churchill, trying to broker a peace between Germany and Britain. They used a Spanish negotiator, so Chanel basically gave the message to the Spanish negotiator, and then the Spanish guy immediately went to Britain and was like, hey man, look at these fools, look at what they doing. I don't know why a Spanish guy just sounds Mexican, but that's what I'm doing. Look at these fools, gringo. They think that they can win your allegiance, man. I can't do it. Should have thought about that before. Sounded good. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. So, it's also a weird name for an operation. Operation Modelhut literally translates to Operation Model Hat, because she was a model who sold hats. It's like, you know, like, America's a lot better with naming things. You know, Operation Iraqi Freedom. Makes us sound like we're doing the right thing. Imagine if we just had named it, like, Oil Time. So, basically, Chanel escaped punishment because of Winston Churchill, and I don't know, this is what I would take away from it. It's one of those things where if you were wealthy, she would just literally just open her butt. Like, I think it's a lot funnier to say open your butt instead of spread her legs.
It is.
So instead of spreading her legs for all the wealthy men, she would open her butt, and I don't know, it got her pretty far. My big thing though, and this, I'm Jewish, so I can make this fucked up joke.
Right.
She was not even that hot.
True.
She looks like a young girl. I'm sorry. And she looks aggressively similar to a young girl. You can follow me on Instagram at Henry Laz. Thank you so much, Sam.
Yes. We'll see you at Rabat. Was that hysterical? He's not joking. I thought that too.
Yeah.
I walked right past and I said,
thought it was
that's
the Queen of
Anne. Don't
England.
worry about it. That's Delphi where everybody was going. I didn't be good.
Pants are falling down too.
Oh, stop showing off. Pants are going down. When my pants fall down, so do my thighs. All right, I was just joking because we have to bring some. We got to get some life up in here. Let's keep moving because I got to get to Delphi. You have to do that test. You guys coming?
Sure.
We're gonna have to all go over there.
Okay.
All right. So anyway, let's bring up Rupali.
Yeah.
One and only.
Hi, namaste, sat sri akal, salam alaikum. God is great. If I did not take your religion's name, sorry, it's not famous. I grew up in India, 38 years after India got independence. Really, the population really went down after that. Yeah, we were like a 2-children policy. Me and my whore sister. It feels so nice to blame somebody else, right? And not take, like, I'm not saying I'm not a whore, but it feels so good to say someone, you're a whore, asshole, bastard. Just point fingers. For no reason, just point fingers. So 38 years after born, so while you guys, I looked it up. So while we guys were watching religious shows, because that's all the television showed that time, and you guys, I thought you guys were like dancing naked. But what was happening in the 90s, I grew up in the 90s, was Oklahoma City bombing, Monica Lewinsky scandal. I mean, sex, drugs, bombs, is that what America is about? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, but I want something else. Yeah. I mean, this is India. We have the Muslims, we have the aggressive Hindus. I'm one of them. So Indian parents, when you're a kid in India, you don't really matter. Like, you don't exist. Like, my dad took me and my sister once to this, somebody's house, and he forgot about us. We were like downstairs on a scooter. He's having lunch, and I'm looking at my sister, call him, Ajia. She's like, I'm not gonna call him, you go. So we just stood there for 3 hours while my dad forgot that he has 2 daughters. Now he just has one, the one in India. Yeah, we're racist. We're sexist. We love distinguishing between people. This was like one of those sets where I did not prepare anything.
Beautiful. Do it right here.
I know, right? Like, even if you have no talent, you're like, you're beautiful. I'm like, thank God, otherwise life would have been a hell. I would have committed suicide. I did try to commit suicide once, but I didn't die. Man, even the poison was corrupted. So much corruption in India. And I tried to kill myself for love. Like in Bollywood, like we have like 8 million songs for every emotion.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my favorite one is Zahar hai ki pyar hai tera chumma. Like, is your love a poison or is it love? I like the poison part. I like being in love, but I don't want to go and tell him, oh, I'm in love with you. I just liked watching the person from distance, dreaming about him. Oh, maybe we'll have babies. Not doing anything about it. I dream about love. I'm a dreamer. Everything in life that I have, like I dreamt of coming to America and I came a gazillion times. I know. Sex is one of those topics everybody loves. Even my 90-year-old grandpa. I was like in India last year and I'm like trying to see, why can I not open a porn, man? Like, all the porn websites are banned in India. You can't watch porn. And I'm like, shit, man, what can I do in this awful place, even though I grew up here? So my grandpa calls me. He's like, oh, can you check my phone? some issue. You know, he doesn't know technology. He's 90. So okay, I'm gonna give it to me. iPhone. Okay, checking it. I'm like, what? Porn? Like thousands of pages open up. What's going on here? He's like, oh, it's not me. It just opens up on its own. I mean, he said in Hindi. I'm like, yeah, it's not you. Then who is it? Is the maid? No, maid is the one I'm looking at while I'm holding the phone. Oh my God, this man. But you know, my grandma died while I was born the same year, so I don't really blame him. You know, it's okay. He can joke himself off. We all deserve it. But I can't do it much. I had an accident last year, so my chest went down. Like I know that there was a gap between my tan line, so it permanently went down. They have to fix it. So if somebody like tried to squeeze it, I don't feel anything. I'm like, dude, you're not hot enough. What can I do? It's been a year. Maybe by next year it will start working again. Mama only has one breast. If in case I have a kid, I want to have a kid like in 2 days. I don't want to wait 9 months. Just, you know, grow up like an alien fast. Under 10, get out of the house. You know, I can go for a pilgrimage. Second time in pilgrimage. So growing up, my father was very rich. Okay, we were like super rich. He was an industrialist. He was a congressman. You know, blah blah blah, all the good stuff. But he was an asshole father. He was an asshole father. But God heard my prayers, and when I was 7 years old, he filed for bankruptcy. And then he became the best father ever. For real. He came to pick me up from school, he polished my shoes, packed up my books. I lied, he covered me. I go out, get into fights, he comes and says, "It's my daughter." I love him. But I think he's kind of like a coward. He's not somebody who goes out and pick fights, so we do it for him. At least me and my mom do it for him. Let's see. Yeah, I was saying that. So in America, I'm single because really, I don't know if it's a guy or a girl. For real, you know, so I don't even want to waste my emotions and feel those 2 minutes of, I'm in love, because it's not real. Really, like, you know, he opens up, he has like a second one hanging out. I'm like, dude, that's alien. You know, I'll have like blue babies, blue-green babies, you know, and then he'll pick up a red girlfriend. I'll be what? I don't know what color I'll become. I want to be half white. No, white means uncooked. I want like half black. I don't know. I want like 4 colors on my face. Okay, that's how I feel about racism and color. For real. I wish there was a market where you can go and say, Caucasian, 18 to 24. Oh, that's too dumb. Can we do 20 to 40? Or Chinese. Okay, Chinese who has gone through penis augmentation.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. I know. I wish there was a market where you can just like, you know, go demand, like instead of going online. It was so much easier. You know, just get down to business, man.
Yeah, face to face.
Yeah, if you fall in love, you fall in love. Good for you. Otherwise, go fuck yourself. Like we all do. I haven't seen so many singles that I've seen in America. It's insane. Everybody's single. 60 single, 70 single, 80 single. India, they'll probably just kill themselves. Because if they want the society better. Yeah, maybe that's why I left India, because I wanted to be single. I tell my parents, give me all the dowry, just give it to me. Nobody needs it. No guy wants it. I want it. I'm like, Grandpa, what are you waiting for? You're gonna die in 2 years. Give me some money. And then he's like, here, this is 1,000 rupees, which is like $1.50. Buy yourself some toffees, chocolates. And he wants the receipt. He is such a money whore, my grandpa. He's such a money whore. But his memory is kind of like giving up on him, and he doesn't remember, you know, like where he put his, you know, sexual stuff, whatever, his underwear and all that. So I would give him bills. I'm like, here, Papaji, money for you, money for you. Do you have change for like 1,000 rupees? And I'll give him a fake 1,000, and I'll get the real money. That's how you get this one. My grandma is dead. Somebody has got to get him. Right, how long are you going to look at the maid and jerk off? And then he's like, that thumb is not working. I'm like, what do you want to do with your thumb? He's like, I want to clap. I'm like, for what? There's nothing going on. You don't have to clap for anything. You're going to die. No, I don't want to die. I'm like, what do you don't want to die? You're going to die in 4 years anyway. Shit, I don't want to say 4 years. What if he lives longer? I think 94 would be a good year. I think so. I have 2 minutes. Okay, so let's do it quickly. I know I can't do sex quickly. Like, it takes like 100 hours to get in the mood now. For real, like I imagine like Hercules, okay, Brad Pitt, I've done that. Okay, I've done Henry Cavill, the Superman. Who else is left? Like, I'm running out of imagination when I'm masturbating nowadays. Porn is not enough because it's just so superficial. I'm like, they're just exaggerating. You see a dick 15 inches, I'm like, I'm gonna throw up. But if, sometimes for fun, if I try to watch those lesbian porns, the girl is freaking hanging from the ceiling. And this one is down there. I'm like, how do you even do that, with my hand? Are you kidding me? I can't do a plank now. I can't keep my hand like this. It's insane. America is too much. So many people came on this mic today. You have to change this condom, okay?
Every day. Inside out, outside in.
Okay, that's my time. Thank you very much. You can find me as Miss Rupali _Segal.
Again, it's Miss Rupali
_ Segal. SEHGAL.
SEHGAL. You got it? You're going to the, okay, you got it? Everybody got it?
No, we got it.
All right, give a round of applause. Let this one go to the bathroom. Never hand up the mic.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, are we doing okay here? Are we doing okay here?
Yeah.
Cause we gotta get back. I gotta get to the chauffeur thing for tomorrow. I gotta bring a lot of stuff. But you know something? Is never any fun unless you're in the house with Albert Linton. Let's hear it.
Yeah, so happy Friday. Yeah. Glad you made it to another day, another week, huh? Got the weekend coming up. Gonna fuck around, most of you. Good to see you again, Uriah.
Good to see you.
You're always funny.
Thank you.
I love it. I saw him a lot of times at the Comedy Chateau when I was hanging out over there. So, how you fuckers doing? Patty, you're my man. Patty is Irish. Patty is funny as fuck. I have like an ass like Patty, don't you? I don't have like a real black ass. Real black ass is like a bubble and shit. You can put drinks on that shit. But I don't have that like that. But I'm part Irish too, so.
All right.
So, and I'm also part Nigerian. So I like to drink and use insurance scams. Because, bam, I'm true to my heritage. All right, so it's good to see you guys. Man, it's crowded too. Look at all this. I don't know you two, but welcome. And I remember you from the Chateau, right? We did some shows together over at the Chateau. I'm negotiating right now with stepping up there. Because for me, that's a huge fucking step.
That's the truth.
I'm kind of hanging out here for hope you don't mind, right? You don't really mind, right? Cool.
Watch the wire.
Because even if you did mind, I'd do that shit any fucking way. Because I'm a nigga. I don't give a fuck. Niggas don't care. Niggas don't give a shit about shit. Sunday's a nigga. She knows what the fuck I'm talking about.
I'm on time.
That's why I was immediately attracted to Sunda the first time I came here. No, not in the sexual way, because she's very sexual, but it was because of her fucking energy, right? It's the aura around her. So the first time I came here, I came with my roommate, and Brandon, who is a shark, not in a bad way. I was dating a shark once, but he's a cool shark. He's a card shark. He won like $800 last night playing poker, but he brought me here. And I said, okay, fine, that's cool, it's school. I started doing comedy in Houston in a school, pretty much like this, but not quite as effective as this one. But way back then, so I've been doing classes my entire comedy life. It's the way to do comedy. That's how you meet other comedians. That's how you get better. That's how you know that you're in a community that cares about you.
That's right.
Because you find that you meet those people. And comics do care about each other. Except me, I don't give a fuck about all of y'all. I love you. I love being here.
Careful.
Okay, I wasn't going to do this. I wanted to do my comedy store story. I'm still working on it. Yeah. This would be like the third time, right, Andre? Well, Andre has been following and because I don't want to fuck that up. Anyway.
Tell us what happened.
Yeah, I'm like a devotee of the Comedy Store. The Comedy Store pretty much saved my comedy career for me. So I love the Comedy Store, here and in La Jolla. I went to the Comedy Store after experiencing a very tragic event in my life. I got married. It was a real tragedy, and I was like torn up for about 10 years after my wife committed suicide. And I woke up to find her in the bed next to me, and she was dead. She was gray. She was already turning gray. So I was like, fuck, I ain't gonna get this pussy anymore. So, I was like, damn, why didn't she tell me she was gonna do so I could fuck her one more time? Because you can't fuck a cold pussy. If I woken up like 3 hours earlier, the pussy would have still been warm. I could have hit it one more time and sent her off to heaven the way she's supposed to be sent off. But the pussy was cold. And I was torn. I was hurt, truly hurt. I was so hurt. And I was like, I don't know if you've ever discovered someone you love and they're dead. I mean, they're fucking dead. And you are there, and your mind starts to talk to you and starts looking for pictures to show you as your brain shows you pictures, right? Shows you those pictures of happier times to snap you out of the depression that you're about to go into because the woman you love is now dead. It was hard, man. And then finally the right picture came up. It was the picture of me buying the life insurance policy on her. I said, fuck, I am so sad, but I'm rich. I got some money. Yeah, this tragedy ain't gonna be that bad then. Because you can have a tragedy and you can be poor and it'll be really bad. Or you can have a tragedy and you can be rich and be like, well, okay. And that's it, right? Because you got money. Because you got money, you can leave the scene, you can get in a plane and fly off to fucking Ireland if you want to. Or come to the United States if you got money. Money makes all the fucking difference, right? I sure wish I had taken out more insurance on her ass, man. But she really pissed me off by doing that, because I was going to do that. I was going to kill that bitch. So anyway, I was so torn up. I really was. I can't tell you. I was walking the grocery store. It was called Kroger. Same company. Right, Ralph's is Kroger over there. And I was walking down the aisle. I just finished getting off work. I had a school. I taught defensive driving classes. And so I'm buying some stuff. And it's not the Righteous Brothers. But you remember the Righteous Brothers. That's what I'm talking to you. Right. This guy comes on not him, but that guy comes on the fucking radio. And I just start crying right where I was. I couldn't help it. His fucking voice just took me over the edge. And that's what I was like for like 10 years. And so when I came to San Diego, I had to wait. My dog died. So I was waiting for that. Because he was too old to move. For me to move to Los Angeles with him, because he'd have to make a rough adjustment, because Los Angeles is a hell of a town to be in.
Okay.
It's not easy to be here. Now, everybody talks about the expense, but, this is a hard place. So, after Chico passed, then I came on up here. And while I was there, and going through all this tragedy, I ended up going to the Comedy Store in La Jolla. And they took me in as a family and made me whole again. So that's why I fucking love. And I met Mitzi. She was out of her mind.
Out of her mind.
In her old age. She was totally insane. Not insane, but she had done, is it 2 minutes. That is the shit I wanted to do.
It's always Monday.
So anyway, I love the Comedy Store. They saved my comedy career, put me back on path, and made me realize that I can be funny. And I've been doing it ever since. So I moved to cut to the quick. Taylor Tomlinson made me pee on myself. And that's what this story was leading to. 2 minutes, 1 minute now?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to be here tomorrow for the fundraiser. This place has to stay open. I hope you guys feel as enthusiastic about it as I do. It's ridiculous. And everything that was Arnold said about Sunda, I'll say it again. We can't. I personally, I feel that I can't compliment her enough.
Aww.
She's a good soul. She's the kind of soul, the kind of spirit that you want to be around. And if you know anything about old black men like me, you know, you don't know shit. All right, thank you very much. Please welcome
I love you too, man. And I love your new stuff too. You guys had a quick, you got a room. What's going on over here, huh? I'm missing out on everything. What are you doing there? Going with your mistress in the bathroom, huh? With cocaina?
Oh, I grabbed the wrong key.
Yeah.
Oh, was that a coincidence?
I was gonna let you do you.
Oh, coincidinky.
I'm from LA.
There's a nice Indian girl for you. She can take your house. I'm kidding. We have another house. We got a house. We got a house. You know, we didn't bring up that was here so early, and he's been so patient. I want to give it up for the comedy of Ganem Corey McIntyre.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So everybody already knows too much about me. Do you guys want to hear about it?
Yeah.
It wasn't that. Well, it was pretty good, but it's not that funny. She was upside down. I was right side up. It was great. I guess I just went out with that one. But anyways, my name is Ganem Carl McIntyre. My parents wanted to give me. It's okay. It's fine. Once a substitute, call me Daniel. I mean, my life is my name being butchered. Yeah, my parents named me Ganem because they wanted to give me something from my Middle Eastern ancestry. I know I'm an Arab, and yeah, you're like, oh, that looks like discount Harry Potter. No, that's I am. I'm a fourth Arab, and they gave it to me, and then a couple years later, 9/11 happened, and they were like, that was a terrible idea. We should have given him one of the Italian names or something. This was a bad idea. All right, so I'm from Manchester, New Hampshire. Does anyone know? Do we know where that is?
Yeah.
Are you from Manchester?
No, I went to college nearby, but I know where it is.
Where'd you go to college?
Dartmouth.
Dartmouth. Dartmouth Hitchcock? I know that.
No,
They used
undergrad.
Oh, okay, all right. They used to come to our like elementary schools and like.
Well, it's like the only like hospital in the area, so I mean, like, for COVID, everyone went to our school because we had the doctors.
Really?
Yeah, like.
Speaking of which, I don't think this room is COVID safe.
But like our COVID cases spiked, and it wasn't. I mean, it was probably it was us, but it was also like everyone in the Upper Valley in that whole area.
Yeah. Manchester is also the heroin capital of the United States. We're very proud.
It's true.
Yeah, it is true. Thank you. I'm surprised you guys know what Manchester is.
Manchester by the Sea?
No, that's not what we are. I get that a lot, though. No, usually people are like, where are you from? I'm from Manchester, New Hampshire. What is that? It's like 45 minutes outside Boston. So you're from Boston? No, I'm from Manchester, New Hampshire. Where's that? It's like 45 minutes outside Boston. So you're from Boston? Yes, I'm from Boston. Yeah, Manchester's great. It's different though. Like the weather changes there. It doesn't happen around here. I got a severe winter weather warning yesterday because it was raining. We don't get weather warnings down there unless you know it's snowing, or like you have 8 or 9 inches of it, ladies. Anyways, but it was Halloween the other day, and I was just thinking. Cause I have friends with kids now. They have daughters and stuff. And when I was a kid, I loved Star Wars. Do we love Star Wars in here? We like Star Wars. All right, good. I hope this still works. But I was thinking about like the 3 trilogies and stuff, and like all the different costumes you can get. Yeah, it went right over his head. But you know, the original trilogy had Leia, right? Yeah. Leia, yeah. She was hot, but that was perfect because she had the perfect amount of outfits per movie, right? 2 per movie. That's enough action figures for a poor kid to afford. That's 2 dresses for a girl to choose from. It's perfect. It's great. And then the prequels. In the prequels, you had the Padme Amidala, right, or whatever. And she's got a new dress every time she comes through like a fucking door. And it's too many. It's too expensive. It's ridiculous. I don't think anybody could afford that. I couldn't afford them all because I was a poor kid. And then you have this new trilogy. You have Rey. I don't think Rey ever changes her clothes. Like if you could smell movies in her, right? Yeah, ha ha ha, thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, all I'm thinking is this trilogy was done by Disney. You think she'd have a new dress every frame, but no, she doesn't. So as you can tell, my mom thought I was gay most of my life. I didn't realize it until later on when I think back when I was in therapy. I was like, yeah, my mom used to ask me questions like, I'd still love you no matter who you brought home. I'd be like, it's cool. I met this new guy at school. But, yeah, and the thing that makes a lot of people think I'm gay because I was a musical theater kid. Yeah, I know. It's like being a white guy in the NBA. It's terrible. And the thing that adds to this stereotype is I do have erectile dysfunction. Which, when you're this guy's age, you can't even fuck warm pussy here. But yeah, it's terrible. I was in New Orleans when I was on my way down to LA, and I had a card reader telling me all my stuff, and she was really getting my core. And she was like, "Yeah, but you're gay as fuck." I'm like, "I'm not gay. I doesn't ever think I'm gay. Not that there's anything wrong with that." But I should throw that out to begin with. But I was like, I'm getting real mad about it. My buddy's like, "Why don't you just go in that strip club?" I'm like, "I will." And so I went to the strip club, and I didn't just go right in because those bouncers are very serious down there. They really protect their strippers. It's a very safe job, if anybody was wondering. But I went in there, and I'm like, all right, I can do this. I got a huge penis. It doesn't work, but I got a huge penis. This is gonna be great.
Hey.
All right, thank you, ladies. So yeah, I went in there, and I just kept getting all these lap dances till I eventually had 7. Well, I only had erection for 4 of them. So it's about half. That was great. I've always had this very conflicted relationship with my penis. I just have all these weird things happen to it. I remember a couple years ago, I was having a conversation with a workmate. She just had her 2nd baby. We were talking about the new Mary Poppins movie, as most grown men do. And she was talking about how they circumcised her baby. And she asked me, she's like, "Were you circumcised?" I was like, "I don't know." And she's like, "How do you not know?" And I was like, "I don't know. I look at other penises. I don't know if I was circumcised or not." And so I went home that day, and I called my dad. I was like, "Hey, Dad, was I circumcised?" And he was like, "I don't know." So I called my mom, and I was like, "Mom, was I circumcised?" And at this point, I'm pretty sure I'm not. Like, I think I have an uncircumcised dick. She goes, "But yeah, you were." I was like, "Oh man, I think they circumcised me wrong." So I was real sad for like a long time, real long time. And then my friend at work who had had the baby, she showed me pictures of dicks that were wrongly circumcised, and I was like, "Oh right, I was circumcised right. This is good. This is good. The story has a happy ending, very happy ending." Yeah.
Oh gosh.
I was also raised Catholic. I heard we have some Catholic in you. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. I went back to church recently. By recently, I mean right before the pandemic, but the bit was funny then, so hopefully it's funny now. But yeah, I was in church and I just forgot how to do everything. When the priest told everyone to sit down, I bowed. Like it was the fucking Karate Kid or something.
Genuflect.
Yeah, I genuflected that, thank you. I'm not gay. Yeah, and then when I went up to receive the sacrament, for those of you who don't know, when you go up, you're receiving the body of Christ and you put it in your mouth. Usually the priest put me in his mouth. But this time I actually grabbed the body of Jesus, which is a big, fucking no-no. In the, yeah, thank you. Yeah, my grandmother was so embarrassed. It was terrible. I haven't gone back since. But yeah, I actually got circumcised. No, circumcised. I'm getting jokes mixed up. This is bad. This is what happens when you wait the whole time. I was exercised in Walmart once. Yeah, I know, it's really funny. Because where else would it happen? I was walking around the store with my buddy, And a woman came up to me, and she was like, "Hey, can I ask you a question?" And I'm assuming she has like a kid my age, and she's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, you should buy this thing. Whatever, it's Christmas time." And she goes, "What's your greatest fear?" Red flag number one. I was like, I've always been afraid of birds. And she goes, "That's a good one." And she starts talking about how she's part of this religion that, you know, it's a religion. I don't know, there are hundreds of religions. And she was like, so what are you? And I was like, "Oh, I was raised Catholic." She goes, "Well, you're going to hell for that." Oh, okay, cool. And then she was like, "All right, now, do you have any addictions?" And I was like, "I don't know." And then she was like, "Do you masturbate?" And I was like, "Well, doesn't everybody?" And she was like, "That's a good one." So then she goes, "Can I pray for you?" And I was like, "Okay." But I thought she was going to go home and pray for me. But then her friend grabbed me, and then she grabbed my other side. This isn't even comedy anymore. This is just this flexion. And then they started doing this, whatever the hell that means. Fear of birds, leave him, leave him, leave him. I'm thinking the whole time is, please do not say the second one. Let the demon of masturbation leave him, leave him. Oh my gosh. And she's like, "Can I come home and baptize you?" And I was like, "Can you give me a week to think about it?" And she was like, "No, we gotta do this tonight."
Oh, God.
I know, right? This really happened. And I was like, "Okay, I'll call you later." I didn't call her later. But now, I got 1 minute.
No,
1 minute.
We're done.
We're done? We're done?
No, 1 minute. Oh,
1 minute? So indecisive. 60 seconds. What can I say in 60 seconds? I didn't call her. But now every time I try to jerk off, all I see is that face. That's probably why I have erectile dysfunction. Thank you. I don't know. What does anyone have any questions? Questions for the teacher? Any questions? Anybody? You can raise your hand. That's what we do in Manchester. I don't know if you do that around here.
What character were you for Halloween in Star Wars?
In Star Wars, my dad worked for Crown. He was a truck driver. He didn't touch me though. And he had a Crown vest, so I used to make a Han Solo costume myself. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
It was pretty dope.
Yeah.
Any other questions? Yeah.
Do you know? I'm sorry. Here, do you know it's okay if you're gay here?
Yeah, I know that. It was a joke. I'm fine with gay people.
Are you from Boston?
Ask him after the show. We
Yes.
gotta get to the plate.
Give it up for what was your name?
And you are gone, right?
Sundam Ganam, that's close
I'm
enough.
Sunderland Kronquist.
Lane Kronquist, thank you.
Kronquist, not to be confused with any other.
Kronquist, je suis la chevaleto.
As long as I'm not Chanel the Nazi. Listen, guys, I gotta head over to the venue because we have to get ready for tomorrow, and I hope you guys that's explained to you that it has to be paid on the online on Venmo, whatever. Your ticket is your Venmo pass, whatever. And remember that here, every time you do 5 paid open mics, you get 1 free. And I want you to know that there are other people here that really bring a lot to the table. And they're young, and they're wonderful. And it's Sam and Charlotte, and I'm so happy to have them here. And
I was just gonna. Can you pay in cash in person or no?
always.
Okay.
Even though they say no, we'll make it happen because we have to stay open.
Yeah.
And it's a serious situation. So I just want to tell you the beauty of having women in comedy. If you think there's a dearth of women in comedy, think again. Wes, I love you, man. I got to get over there to that place and keep them open for a minute.
All right.
I'll text you. All right. Ready for funny? I got some funny shit for you right now. We're bringing her up. It's Charlotte. Charlotte P. I'll be quiet. I'll be quiet going out. I'll be quiet.
Yeah, just for fun. I can do it, but I don't just like when you do
I did not realize I was going next. I thought it was going to be Sam.
Ah! It was together, I saw it.
Same here.
curveballs all night.
Get everybody's number. Did you pay?
How are we all doing? It's been like 2 hours here. I'm starting to fall asleep over there. I'm so tired. And I took like 2 grams of Klonopin. I hate when people claim to be allies and refuse to have violent gay sex with me. People always ask if they can watch me and my girlfriend have sex, and the answer is no, unless you're holding the camera. Or my ponytail. Or my ass. Over the summer, I hooked up with a dude who had a micro penis. He asked me what I thought of it, and as a retired lesbian, I'm bisexual now. It didn't bother me that much because we could kind of still scissor.
That really happened?
It did.
Hey!
Yeah.
Is it like really micro?
Yeah. Like, yeah. I don't know what to compare it to, but.
Give me a show. Attack?
Attack?
Like attack or like a grain of rice? Like
Maybe like 2 grains of rice.
Whoa! Wow.
Maybe, I haven't eaten rice in a while.
Basmati or
Long rice or short? Long grain or short grain? Brown rice or white rice?
Brown.
Alright.
On Halloween, my ex texted me, "I'm gonna dress up as your inhaler, so you need me to breathe."
Oh,
nice.
It was because we dated like 4 years ago, so it was so, I don't know, it just was so weird. But it was also funny because when we broke up, I was suicidal when we broke up, so like I kind of did need her to breathe. I'd never tell her that, but I'm at a weird age because I met this guy and he asked me if I normally date older or younger. And you guys know that I date way older. But this was a new guy and he asked me if I date older or younger. But it's weird being like 18 or 19 because you can't really like date younger at that age without it being illegal. I don't know, just a weird question. My ex was schizophrenic, so I know I wasn't the only girl he was seeing. My therapist thinks I have an eating disorder, but I don't even eat. This one's gonna get really, really dark, but hopefully you guys like it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
My commitment issues are so bad, I couldn't even commit to suicide. Not as bad as Anne Frank.
Yeah, you're good.
Alright. While we're on that topic, I felt like a failure in life, so I tried to kill myself, and I was a failure at that too. Fun stuff. When I was in the psych ward, the doctor asked me if I had ever self-harmed, and I said yes, and he said that I was too pretty to cut myself. That's so nice, yeah, but is it like implying that ugly people should cut themselves? I've been seeing this girl she just kind of won't leave. Which like isn't the worst problem to have, like are you what?
Sam?
Sam? No. No, not Sam. I was thinking about bringing her tomorrow, but I don't tell my friends that I do comedy, so I feel like it'd be weird. I don't know. But she's really into this like true crime stuff, and before we go to bed, she always wants to watch these like serial killer documentaries, and I hate those. I hate those so much. But I don't know, I don't know what I was gonna say about them. They're just bad. Scary. Okay, here's gonna be a wildly unpopular opinion.
Yeah.
I don't think roofing is that bad. The thing is, when I was roofied, the worst thing in the world could have happened, and I have no recollection of it. Like, I'm totally fine. It almost seems like a favor. Like, I don't have to remember it. I don't have to have PTSD. Like, I don't know what happened, so I'm happy.
It's great.
I'm kind of scared to write that into a bit because then I worry that like if some bad person comes watches this and then he goes to roofie someone and he's like, hey, the girl said it was fine. Someone asked me what my opinion on Kanye was because I'm bipolar. And it's kind of the same vibe as someone asking me what my opinion on Israel is as a Jew. I don't know. I always run out of stuff to talk about.
Let's normalize schizophrenia.
Well, my ex normalized it for me. I had a kind of meaner schizophrenia joke, but I don't think I should say it.
Oh, come on.
Say it. Come on.
We can handle it.
Take a risk. We can do it.
I got some bad feedback, but what was? Oh, wait, I need to remember. Oh, people always confuse schizophrenia and multiple personality disorder. I know my ex was schizophrenic because he had no personality. Yeah, not very good. Alright, I'll end it at this. Pierced titties taste like house keys. And there's no place like home, baby.
Oh, yeah. Just keep bringing them up. Yeah.
Okay. Let's give it up for the amazing, my best friend.
No. Rich. It's your best friend, Rich!
I only came here tonight because my AA meeting down the street got canceled. This feels a bit like an AA meeting. But we're having a talent show. And I've been an AA for 30 years, and I coached basketball for about 12. So I'll try to do a little bit of both and not bore you. You always see the old dudes come up here and go, my prostate, my wife. Like, shut up, old man. Come up with some original material. God damn. Anybody in here on Instagram?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you an old man assessment of that. I've been on it for about 2 months. You got to scroll? Scroll? You scroll the Instagram? Does anybody ever close that app and go, you know, it was a great session, my mental health quality went up? Bullshit, isn't it? Another thing I don't understand, these models, these young attractive models, they hit me up, they go, hey Hansel, what are you doing? What do you want? They say, well, I want your crypto, I want you to send it to me and I'll trade it for you. It's bullshit, right? That's not nice to try to scam an old man as soon as I signed up. If crypto wasn't going down so fast, I might have sent it, but there's nothing to trade. Another thing I see, you scroll this thing where it says, these are 100 comedians you should know. How the fuck should I know them? I'm not a booker. Fuck them. Their sets aren't better than mine. Kiss my ass. There's no profanity here.
No, there is.
But I don't understand. I'm like, why would I care about those fools? There's another thing. When you guys get on these bringer shows, stop bragging it on Instagram. You can see the bringer shows. Look, I coach basketball. After the basketball games, they would stand there and do like this. I'm thinking, it's the same thing. I'm not taking a show with you, any of you, I'm not taking that picture afterwards. Where they say, this is a great show. How do I know? I didn't hear the sense. Could have been a dud. I don't know. I have no idea. So go back to alcoholism. I saw a sign on the billboard the other day. It said, if you have a drinking problem, call 1-800 something something. So I'm curious as shit. I called it up. It says AA. The guy was Armenian. He was in Van Nuys. He goes, no, it's not AA. I said, what is it? He said, I own a liquor store. I said, get the fuck out of here. You got a billboard that says call 1-800 a liquor store? He goes, yes. What are you, fucking one of those 12-steppers?
Oh my God.
I said, well, I am. He goes, well, fuck you. Oh, I was dating this lady who, in Glendale, went on a date with her. She was Lebanese Armenian. She says she don't like the Russian Armenians. What the fuck is that?
Explain it.
She said the Russian Armenians are a bunch of fancy bastards. I said, they show it, they drive fancy cars. We're humble. I go, I mean, I'm not going to sort this one out. That's an interesting thing. You ever been to Carousel?
Yeah.
Oh man, you guys heard of that?
Yeah, Carousel.
Man, they roll in that parking lot like gangsters. Those $300,000 cars, those expensive suits. Are they gambling in there? Or it's just a restaurant.
Never been.
God damn, man, that's pretty.
Check it out.
Anyway, as you can tell, I have no set. I'm sorry. So this seems like the kind of crowd I go to is penis jokes.
Yeah.
Did you hear about the man with no penis who had an orgasm?
No.
Came out of nowhere. Everybody saw him coming. Man told his wife, he said, hey, sweetie, tell me something that makes me happy and something that makes me sad. And she said, well, you got the biggest penis among all your friends. All right, I know this is a long mic. I'm going to shorten my setup a little bit. I don't really have much else to add except I got a couple of Kanye jokes.
Yeah.
If I offend anybody. I know you guys are cancel culture because you're that age, but I ain't got no goddamn social media, Harlan, so you can't cancel me. Anyway, did you see that Kanye, he did not hire prostitutes for his bachelor party before he married Kim? Did you know that? No. You know why? You're not supposed to see the bride before the wedding. I got him some lint on that one. How about this one? How about this one? What did Kim Kardashian's one knee say to the other knee? I don't see you too much anymore. Fuck that punchline up. Here's another one. What did Kanye and Caitlyn Jenner got in an argument? They went outside. They traded blows. Okay, that one didn't work. Okay, the last one that might work. Remember, Trump was threatening not to leave the White House after the election. So you know Biden, being the pussy that he is, he was worried that he wasn't going to leave. He wasn't going to get to be president. So he consulted with Caitlyn Jenner, because at the time, Caitlyn Jenner was the foremost expert in the U.S. on how to remove a dick. Okay, all right. I'm going to tie this thing up. I'm from the South, and I got one sad Southern joke. In Virginia, Moosehead is a beer. In West Virginia, it's a misdemeanor. So,
Where can we find you, Rick? What's that Instagram you have for 2 months? What's your Instagram, Rick?
Goddamn right.
2 months! In 2 months, you should know better, Rich!
I gotta look it up.
Okay, we'll talk about it on the show, Rich!
Mike Dallas, 98.97.
Okay, I didn't hear what you said, but we'll get it.
Mike Dallas, 98.97.
All right, guys. Let's welcome our headliner, Sam.
And I'm not gonna perform, guys. Everyone's gonna fuck out of here. Just kidding. If I wasn't me, I would do that. If this isn't what everyone came for. You look like you want to die, and you look like you want to die. You know, you are what you eat. Like, I know. Looking in the mirror. What was I gonna say about everything that you guys said? Miho, horror porn. I get what you're saying, but there's the whole trope of like, let's watch a scary movie. You know, like there's still that. You know, like let's watch a scary movie and I'll get so scared. And I was thinking about it, and it's like, maybe it's like an evolution thing, but like, a woman knows a man will protect her if he's inside her. You know, it's a guarantee, like you have him in one spot. So fear might be also a horny thing, is what I'm trying to say. Super important stuff. Yeah, I think that's fun. I do think that's like, it's like, my husband's never home. Have you tried just keeping him inside you? Like, I don't know. Not that hard, you know? I mean, get it hard, and then you could just keep it inside you. Nice little pocket. Sean, porn's easy. What the fuck are you talking about, porn's easy? Go do porn then, so easy. OnlyFans, that's changed the game, you know? And here's my, no, just kidding. Remember that other night this girl was like, I'm an accountant, and everyone was like, are you a real accountant? Because it's like a joke that you call yourself an accountant if you're a porn star. Because you're accounting a lot of penis. So, foot job, I don't want to know. Oh, he's gone. Oh, he's there. Where'd he go? Hi.
What's up?
The white men blend in. My mom once told me, I was in an elevator, this Asian woman said, baby or grandbaby? She said, baby. We get out and she goes, sweetie, all Asian people think white people look the same. So I guess I'm Asian. Because I don't know who's family and who is not. That's a Jewish issue, though. So today I went to the bathroom. I was at the mall with Charlotte. Woo! I love that bitch. I don't know why I got so mad when Henry said that I was like the girl who wouldn't leave her alone. Like I looked at him like the worst I ever looked at him. I was like, because it was late too. We've been here a while. I was in the bathroom. I was waiting in line, and this girl goes, "Juicy! Juicy!" Goes, takes a piss, right? Walks right past me. I'm in line. Bitch! Juicy! Juicy got a juice. I gotta go juice that shit in there. And I was thinking about it, right? A man can't do that. A man can't do that. I mean, in the men's room, I don't know. Juicy, you know, like by the urinal. See, whatever. I do wish I could interact with people in the bathroom, like stall to stall. But it's like never worked well. So I met Ken. There's this good story actually though. Oh shit. But she said juicy and I was like, that's hot girl privilege. And I yeah. But then I was thinking, you know, like there's guy privilege and it all balances out. You know, you could walk at night, so that's cool. That's really cool. You know. Get home safe. When a guy tells me get home safe, I'm like, if you stayed home, I'd be safe. You know? Get home safe. Drive me home. You didn't ask if I had a home. I could like not be okay, you know, like it's for everyone else, it's not for them. Okay, so when I lose something, I immediately give up. I lost my AirPods at Century City. I didn't go back to the bathroom and look for them. Not vapes though. And you know, we're in a vape-demic. Oh yeah, I don't lose vapes or reasons to hate myself. I keep them right here. Panda Express fortunes. You will be inspired to create your masterpiece today.
Yeah. There you are.
From my breasts. You know what does save lives though and not kill people like vapes? Intercourse. The incel to shooter pipeline could be stopped with one walk. Sex work is therapy. And all media is kitty porn. That's not my line. That's from Broad City. But that's true, huh? Ball pizzy, huh? Ball pizzy, huh? I one time went to the doctor. I was like 6 years old. I said, do I have a penis? Because I thought, and I didn't have any, I wasn't like rocking a bush at 6. Like it was, you know, it was what you guys want to see now, a 6-year-old pussy. And I don't know why I keep looking at Sean, it's so fucked up. I love Sean. Max! Nudes! If someone sends you a nude, and you send somebody else out, and you go, oh, look at this fat tit I saw! Girls won't send nudes anymore. You're fucking yourself. And what happened to Stitches Get Stitches? What happened to that shit? I thought that was real. I thought people really beat people up over that shit, you know? And with the plethora of pornography we have out there, you don't need to be doing that, you know? Keep that shit to yourself. I don't know. It seems kind of special. Obviously, if it's a dick pic, it's different. Just kidding. No, I don't think that's right. Depends on the situation. Because, you know, sex saves lives and it makes lives. So I decided I'll take one for the team. Oh, sex with Kanye West. Fine. I'll go to his ranch. Fine. I don't even know anything about him. Just kidding. I love him so much. One time I told a therapist about, I think that people who are depressed should have a Make-A-Wish. You never know what's gonna happen. And even if they even wanted to make a wish, that would be a fucking miracle in and of itself, you know? And I was like, you know, my Make-A-Wish would be to spend a week with Kanye on his ranch. She was like, that's not your wish. So I said it again. I said, my wish, therapist, who my insurance pays for in a group therapy, is to spend intimate time with the man I love. And then she said it wasn't, and I was like, I don't think this is your fucking dream either. You cunt! Stinky ass! She used to be a yoga teacher, and she told me, she was like, you should have seen the Bumble messages I got about being a yoga teacher. I don't want to think about you, ever. Bumble? Of course. Fuck Bumble. Fuck Hinge! Everyone finds love on Hinge? Fuck you. Oh my god. Prompts? Here's something you should know about me. And they start playing their fucking guitar and I can't. If I want to pay for a show, I will fucking pay for a show. I say crazy shit, that's true. How much time do I have? Be real.
You got 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Okay. Some things I've said at work recently. This woman had a bunch of tester things, you know, on the pieces of paper. I was like, I could throw this out for you. Unless you're trying to get high over here in the corner sniffing all those papers. Worked out fine. I sprayed a room spray. I said, sorry, I sprayed right there. A room spray, not my fart. Worked out fine. What else? What else? What else? This Israeli woman came in. Did I ever tell you, were you there when I did this bit? I just want to do it for you. These Israeli women come in, they're speaking Hebrew, and I go, oh, I just make that noise. I go, mommy. And she's like, oh, you speak Hebrew? And I go, no. But I did go to Israel. They go, oh, you went to Israel? Did you love it? And I was like, I'm like sweating now, and you know, and then I was like, here's what I do know in Hebrew. Obviously, because I was there for 6 weeks, I must know Hebrew. At Brad Pitt? Ma pitom! Lo ani Brad Pitt? Ata Jennifer Aniston? Ma pitom! Lo ani Jennifer Aniston. So I did this in the front of the store. And they're like, wow! And, you know, whatever, we're literally schmoozing, and they're walking out, and she goes, she's the best. I go, oh, you better introduce me to your grandson. That's not me. That's not the real me, but it's this thing that comes out. Like, I just have this need for validation, and that's why I'm a comedian, and that's my time. Thank you guys so much. I'll be giving you some information. First of all, thank you guys for staying. You did it! Clap it up! I want to go home. I don't. I'll probably stay after. We're gonna wank. So tomorrow at 8:30 at Delphi Greek, we are gonna have a fundraiser for a place that is very special to, I think, probably most of the people in this room. Even though it's your first time here, like it's the best night of your life. Don't tell me. We don't have time for your fucking answer. But seriously, I wanted to do comedy my whole life, and that's not that many years. But like, I wouldn't have a lot of like my hope for the future, I feel like, if it wasn't for this place and for the people who are here. And I do have hope for the future of this place still, and that's why you guys need to come tomorrow. You can go to LASchoolofComedy.com. You can go to Soon to Live on Instagram. You can go to LA School of Comedy on Instagram. Yes, we're gonna get everyone's phone numbers after the show. There's gonna be a live auction and laughs and food and alcohol and pussy just for Albert. You gotta order in. Yes! From White. All right, guys, that should be it, right? Have a good night. Thank you so much. Bye. Okay, we do have to take pictures, though.